on his birthday. Smith drills one, left center field. It is gone! Number 16, time and again in clutch time. Pitching change for the Diamondbacks after...
With 3 homers, 7 RBIs, and 6 runs scored will be at shortstop. Kyle Schwarber will hit second as the DH. Bryce Harper will be at first base, hitting third. Hitting fourth, Brandon Marsh in left field. Alec Baum will hit fifth in third base. Hitting sixth, Bryson Stott at second base. Gabriel Ricones Jr. will be in right field, hitting seventh. Justin Crawford will hit eighth. And Rafael Marchand will hit ninth, as he'll be behind the plate. Starting pitchers for this evening, a couple of right-handers again for the Pirates. Jared Jones with a 1-1 record and a 5.76 ERA. And for the Phillies, Alan Rangel, 0-1, getting his first start as a Philly, and he has a 4.50 ERA. We'll be right back with the first pitch, presented by Iron City and Icy Light.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And right now, save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses, plus get a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
RingCentral will completely transform the way you work. It gives you built-in AI across all your business conversations. Your phone system has an AI receptionist that answers calls 24/7. Your video meetings have AI that takes notes instantly. Even your contact center has AI, so you can help customers faster. It all comes together in one reliable platform for effortless AI communications. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral, voice of your business.
Party at your place this summer? Fix things up inside and out with July 4th deals, now at Lowe's. Get up to 45% off select major appliances and save up to an additional 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Plus, save $80 on the select Charbroil Performance Series gas grill, now $299. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
That sound.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
They're loaded now for Langoliers.
2 grand slams in his career. Crack to deep center field. Varsho going back as far as he can go. And Langoliers has a grand slam. Shea's 3rd home run of the series is a grand slam. And they have blown this game wide open. And in grand fashion.
Shea Langoliers can do no wrong right now.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The Pirates have played 3 games that were 100 or hotter at game time. 2 were in Phoenix with the roof open. That's a dry heat.
Well, you know, first of all, I'm upset that the roof was open. It was 100 degrees. You better have the roof closed.
That might have been at night,
yeah.
I'm thinking. So for a day game, 101 in St. Louis on June the 29th, 2012, that might be
the hottest game that the Pirates have played this century. And this may top it. Playing a day game in 100-degree heat. First pitch of the ball game, swung through and missed. Strike one on Jake Mangum, trying to get it over with. It is 100 at game time and rising. Ron Hell with the light blue unis today, swing and a miss. 2 strikes. The irony is the hottest game of the year, no one's in white uniforms. They got the light blues for the Phillies with the wine-colored caps and the traveling grays. Those are lighter than the Phillies uniforms. Black helmets for the Pirates. Mangum at 302 with a home run. Swinging a ground ball, rolled to second on the backhand, Stott on to first. Narrowly getting Mangum. 1 out. Very close play, just on a routine ground ball. Mangum makes him that way. 1 away. Umpiring crew today, Jansen Visconti from Latrobe. He works the plate today. Andy Fletcher's the crew chief at first base. Alex Tosi at second base. And Corey Blazer, appropriately named umpire at third.
It is blazing hot.
It's going to get hotter as the game goes on here. Pitch. Yeah, that's a strike. Though it'll be hard to differentiate 100 and 103 or whatever it might get up to.
You speak for yourself.
1 strike to Brandon Lau, hitting at 240, 20 home runs for the lefty batter. The pitch over the top, curveball strike, nothing at 2.
There's that good change of pace. That 12-6 breaking ball, again, it's just so high point of release, it just drops down bottom.
Don't see too many of those over-the-top curveballs like that anymore.
Yeah, you don't. It's a throwback.
1 out, nobody on in the top of the first. Ron Hell ready in the pitch. Way up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It comes in at 94. Ron Hell is 28 years old, as you mentioned, came out of Hermosillo, Mexico. And you said that area of Mexico, a lot of guys have come out of there throwing that curveball like he just does right there, 2-2.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of curveballs in Mexico. And I remember playing down there in winter ball one time, and I was just amazed at just the command of the curveball. And so many of the pitchers have it.
Here's a 2-2 coming. And it's outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Lau. Changed up on him. 9th major league game. He has not won. First start for Ron Hell. Full count on Lau. And the pitch. Swinging a liner to right, but right at the right fielder, Rincones, for the 2nd out. And the Phillies defensively, Marsh in left, Crawford in center with Rincones in right. And then it's Alec Bohm. He was one of the stars of the game yesterday for the Phillies. Turner and Stott in the middle, Harper at first base. The only change of the whole series, Rafael Marchand will do the catching today. Real Muto caught the first 3 games of the series. And Marchand, very good catcher. It'll be tough to run on him just because of the catcher today. Here's Reynolds. And the pitch. Left it up for ball 1. Change up. 280 hitter, 11 home runs for Reynolds. On base, 3rd best in the league. If he can get on ace, Marilyn Valdez waiting next. Here's a 1-0. Fouled back, 1 ball and 1 strike on a high change again. He throws that a lot.
He does. As we mentioned, he throws the changeup more often than he throws the fastball.
So is that then his fastball is a changeup then, right? Swinging a foul back, 1-2. Right. Curveball at 73. Looks like he can throttle the velocity too on his pitches.
Yes, definitely. That's 73 mile per hour curveball, and as we said, over the top. It gives you an opportunity to give up on the pitch. It's up, and it just drops it right down in the strike zone.
1-2, and the pitch. Swinging the ball fouled away, just spoiling the fastball. So that tells me, at least initially, the Pirates hitters are kind of looking off speed predominantly.
Well, and I think that's probably the biggest thing. Do they do that, or do they stay on the fastball and then put themselves in position to hit the elevated off speed?
Ahead 1-2, Ron Hell ready. And the pitch. And he just missed down it in 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think that was the first slider that we've seen tonight. or today. Can't say tonight because I'm sweating over here in the booth next to you. But
we'll keep you posted on the temperature. I don't think a pitcher will throw as many pitches today as the temperature is. There's a swing and a miss, and Reynolds down on strikes. Alan Rodhell in his first Major League start, a 1-2.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with two different teams.
Cities, that wasn't just play. Today, you can actually build it. From towering skyscrapers to bridges connecting communities, the International Union of Operating Engineers Local 66 turns childhood dreams into rewarding careers. We offer better benefits, retirement plans, and a safer work environment. If you can dream it, you can build it. Learn more at iuoe66.org.
Jared Jones takes a mound for the Pirates. And the Phillies come to bat in the home half of the first inning. No score. Jones facing Trey Turner. And the pitch. Outside ball one to Turner. Jones, 24 years old, out of Whittier, California. That's the Valley, so a little warmer in that part of Southern California. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside 2-0 on Turner, who has homered in each game of this series.
yeah, he's really come to life here over the last couple of weeks. 6 or 5 this series, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, and 6 runs scored. You definitely want to keep him off the bases.
2-0 pitch. I had a way outside 3-0. Now lefties slugging .632 against Jones. Righties only .302, but only a couple of righties in the lineup today. This is one of them. Here's the pitch. Back with a strike now, 3-1. 98 miles an hour. Jones may throw a pitch higher than the temperature today.
It's possible.
Here's a 3-1 coming. And tried to slider. He went on the appeal to first base. 3-2. Reynolds in left, Mangum in center, Valdez in right. Gonzalez, Triolo, Lau, and O'Hearn around the horn. And Andy Rodriguez doing the catching today. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went upstairs with the fastball. 1 out.
Yeah, that's very impressive. And Trey Turner, after swinging through that pitch, actually punched out and asked the umpire, was it a strike? And it was not. So technically, Jared Jones only threw 1 pitch in the zone that entire at-bat. Was able to keep Trey Turner off the bases.
Should correct myself. It was a high slider. Rounding that up to 93. Here's Kyle Schwarber with 1 out, nobody on, and the pitch. Swinging a foul. Schwarber in the series, a couple of singles in 12 at-bats. He struck out 6 times. Leading baseball with 30 home runs. And the pitch. Grounded hard, but foul up the first base side. 2 strikes.
And you've seen a lot of that from Kyle Schwarber over this series, just swinging over the top of balls, really hitting a lot of foul balls right there in the batter's box, and looking to maintain that for him.
0-2. Swinging a foul.
And there's another one.
Jensen Visconti, the plate umpire, asking for some more baseballs in the next stoppage of play. Now timeout to the hitter Schwarber, collecting his thoughts. Got the sunglasses on today. Bright and sunny, warm, light breeze. Here's the pitch. Outside, now 1-2. Should say warm. Now Jones threw one at 100, and that's the temperature. There you go. All right. Easy day to get loose. There's 1-2 from the righty. Down and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Slider at 94. He's loose.
That's a really hard slider and a really good take by Kyle Schwarber to lay off of that pitch. Not sure how he did that.
Everything has been down and into him. 2-2 pitch. Down and in. Prior to the 0-2 pitch, I should say. And that one-nose hideaway.
Yeah, that was marked as a changeup. That changeup at 95. And that's a concern because you don't have anything you can throttle down. Everything's so hard right now for Jared Jones.
Rarely throws his curveball. 3-2. Swinging a foul tip, struck him out. Up and in, and back-to-back strikeouts for Jones.
That's so electric at the top, and another hard slider.
So back-to-back strikeouts for Jones to start his day. Now he'll try Bryce Harper. Harper has driven in a run in 7 consecutive games. 275, 20 home runs. Left-handed batter. Jones ready, and the pitch. High and away, ball 1. First curveball.
That was the first curveball, and even that was hard at 86. But when that curveball starts working for him, he may have some things going on today.
1-0 pitch. And it's a strike. 1-1 on Harper. That's and it will be challenged by Harper. It was a backdoor slider. See if it nipped the outer edge. It did.
Confirmed. Philadelphia has 1 challenge remaining.
So 2 outs, nobody out in the first inning, and Harper elects to challenge a ball, and now they're going to be at a disadvantage the rest of this game. And there's a 1-1. Back with a strike, and it's 1-2. Knee-buckling curveball that time at 87 miles an hour. Everything's hot from Jared Jones today.
Yeah, he's feeling it, there's no doubt.
Trying to strike out the side. Here's a 1-2. Harper hits it on the ground foul up first. Breeze has picked up a little bit. Blowing from left to right in the outfield. Swirls a little more down on the field. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Jared Jones strikes out the side. Turner and Schwarber and Harper all down on strikes. Through an inning from Philadelphia.
On the mound for the Marlins, it is Yuri Perez. The 22-year-old won't turn 23 until April 15th, and last season had a 4.25 ERA. Those numbers are very deceiving because he had a really strong finish. Perez has got him 0-2. See ya.
That's the old good morning, good afternoon, and good night, and all on heaters. When you got it going, stay with it.
3-2 right there. Called strike 3.
The four-seamer, which he'll throw probably over 50% of the time.
Nobody on, 2 out. The 2-2 pitch from Perez to Rumfield. Called strike 3. Look at the emotion from Yuri Perez in his season debut. Yuri got him with a fastball. He gets the approval of Sandy Alcantara. 7 innings for Perez.
Yeah, and it's really amazing when you say he's still just 22 years old.
Coppers, you're up. Protecting what matters. Preserving the future. Coppers.
Second inning, no score. Country Weekend is coming up, and Friday, July 10th, the Brewers are in town for a 6:40 game, and afterward, Zambelli Fireworks, brought to you by EQT. Go to Pirates.com. Here's Ace Marilyn Valdez to lead it off in the cleanup role again today. Half swing, and he went, strike one, hitting a .302, slugging at .717. He's among the team leaders already with 6 home runs, 12 RBIs. 6 home runs, moving up the charts. He's just getting going. 0-1, swinging a tap foul. Became the first Pirate in 8 years to homer in 4 straight games. One of those was in a pinch hitting role. Now Ronhell will step off. There's noise being played. And so back in the cleanup role again, and Pirates have not had a lot of 22-year-olds as their cleanup hitters through the years. 0-2, swung through and missed, 1 out. Ronhell with a strikeout. The last one before Valdez. Your teammate. We were just talking about him last night. Great run producer.
Aramis Ramirez.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Last 22-year-old Pirates cleanup man.
Miss Ramy. Wish he'd come around Pittsburgh.
I enjoyed getting to know him in Milwaukee. In my time there, he was playing for the Brewers most of that time. There's a strike.
Yeah, what a tremendous run producer. I remember when he first got to Pittsburgh, 20 years old.
And the pitch outside, 1-1. Kept it up for a long time.
He did.
In my viewpoint, I thought he was a sure bet Hall of Famer. He didn't even survive the first ballot.
Yeah, I think those are one of those guys that, you know, again, you look over the years.
Swinging a liner into right. Fair ball. Base hit. It's going to trickle into the corner. O'Hearn around first. He's going to make his way into second base. And the first base runner of this game, a 1-out double by Ryan O'Hearn here in the second inning for the Pirates.
And the professional continues to do what he does. I'd love to see that extra base hit here with 1 out. Most importantly, now Nick Gonzalez, who's done a tremendous job of hitting with runners in scoring position, has an opportunity to put the Pirates on board.
Just so I can stump for Aramis Ramirez whenever the veterans ballot comes around again. 1,417 RBIs. 386 home runs as a third baseman in the major leagues. One of the best hitting third basemen in baseball history. The pitch, swinging a foul back, and like what I like to Kid Rock about. Kid Rock, I just said, wow, that's funny. I didn't mean to do that. Is if Rami didn't drop a foul pop one day in Milwaukee, he was assessed an error for it. It was his only error over a 111-game span. He would have set the all-time record for most consecutive errorless games as a third baseman. And it's inside 1-1, a record that John Wehner shares at 99 games.
Yes, that is impressive.
So
on both the cards, yeah. I mean, obviously that arm that Ramy had was something else.
1-1 pitch, and it's low, 2-1. I was always impressed he could field a bunt or a little dribbler so well at third and pick it up, throw it on to first base smoothly. At least in my time seeing him. So
no, you're right.
As an older player, I thought that was impressive too. 2-1. Gonzalez shoots it foul up the third base side. 2-2. Nick with 3 hits yesterday, up to 300. Got O'Hearn at second, 1 out. Pirates trying to get on the board first. Gonzalez, a .325 hitter with runners in scoring position. Facing Alan Ronhell in his first major league start. 2-2. Swinging a bouncer. Hit the third. Bohm collects it and flips it on to first for the out. 2 gone. O'Hearn at second, and Marcell Ozuna is coming up. Ozuna at 200 with 7 home runs.
He's always welcomed here in Philly. Obviously, playing all those years Atlanta Braves and the Phillies in the same division. Phillies fans don't care too much for Marcell.
And the Marlins outside.
That's
ball
true.
1.
That's true.
A lot of years in the NL East. 1-0 on Ozuna. Trying to pick up O'Hearn from second. No score. Pirates batting in the top of the second. Jones striking out the side in the first inning for the first time in his career. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul. Now a ball and a strike. Ron Hill comes to the set, and the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Now it's 1-2 out in front of a slider. Ron Hill made his major league debut last year against the Pirates in June. 8 relief appearances prior to today, his first start. Pitch, a little bit low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried to change up on him, so right on right changes, no problem for Ron Hill. Here's the set and the pitch. High, 3-2. Another change.
Marcell Ozuna takes his time out. A little stretch. See if he can lock in on this 3-2 pitch. Try to put the Pirates ahead early in this game.
There's the set and the pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Foul territory. Marchand, the catcher, looking for it, but it'll go out of play. Beyond his reach. Three and 2 on Marcell Ozuna. Two outs. O'Hearn at second. Scoreless game. Ron Hill checks the runner. And the pitch. Down low, ball 4, and Ozuna works a walk.
Yeah, nice professional at bat. Laying off the chase there at the bottom of the zone. And now Andy Rodriguez from that left side. And we were talking about Andy Rodriguez, just what he's been able to do. He has some really good at bats as well from that left side. And it's going to be a trip to the mound now.
Caleb Cotham will come out. And a reminder that coming up Country Weekend next weekend, July 11th, this Saturday. Milwaukee's in town, 4:05 game. The first 20,000 will take home a Pirates cowboy hat. Brought to you by Sugardale on Saturday, July 11th. Go to pirates.com/Country Weekend. And while we have 10 seconds, let's take a station break here on the Pirates Radio Network. And you complimented Andy's hitting. And from the left side, there's only 2 National League players who have a higher OPS against right-handed pitching. Now this is dialed down to 75 plate appearances, or at bats, I guess, in Andy's case. There's a strike. Bryce Harper and Juan Soto. Oh, the only one's higher. Wow. He has a 1,000 OPS as a left-handed batter this year in his brief time in the major leagues. So yes, very productive. Chance to get the Pirates on the board here. 1 strike pitch. Swing and a miss. The ball goes to the backstop. And it'll be batter interference. The runners have to go back. On the backswing, hit him. Yep, and that's what Jansen Visconti said. So, yep. And Visconti explaining the rule to the Pirates. So once the backswing hits the catcher, the ball is dead, and the runners have to retrieve or retreat to their initial bases. So even though the ball got through the catcher, dead ball, batter interference, and still first and second. Two strikes on Andy Rodriguez. Ron Hill delivers. A little bit up. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Every once in a while you see a rule that you just go, yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. This will be one of those rules.
Oh, okay. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's all moot. 1 hit, 2 left for the Pirates. Go to the bottom of the second. Phillies coming to bat in a scoreless game on the Pirates radio.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Brandon Sproat left his last start with tightness in his hamstring, just a cramp, should be all right. 2-2 to Stewart, and he just blew him away with 99. Second strikeout for Sproat. 1-2, a swing and a miss.
That's the sinker, bottom of the zone. Nasty stuff at 98 miles per hour.
2-2 to Arroyo. And he struck him out. He's gone 9 up and 9 down for the second straight start. Brandon Sproat on a roll here in Ohio. 1-2. Strike 3 called. Cutter on the outside corner. That's strikeout number 8 and a new career high for Brandon Sproat.
Virtually unhittable, really.
Check swing. Yes, he did. That's 10 Ks for Brandon Sproat. Blake Dunn went too far. Just keeps adding to that career high to Sproat.
This starting staff has just been on quite the run.
The first time in his career, he's in to double digits in Ks. It'll be country weekend coming up at PNC Park, and on Sunday, July 12th, kids 14 and younger get to take home a Pirates bandana while supplies last. It's presented by IUOE 66. And that's Sunday, July 12th. The Brewers are in town. It's a 12:15 game. Go to pirates.com/country weekend. Brandon Marsh leads things off for Philadelphia. Jones struck out the side in the first. First pitch is swung on, fouled away. Looked like he dropped down a little bit on that fastball. Strike 1. With lower arm slot there to Marsh, hitting at .319, third best in the league, 15 home runs.
Yeah, and already 3 home runs this series.
Here's an 0-1 pitch. And it's down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike on a curveball. And he's homered off Jones before. That was in the previous meeting a couple of years ago. 1 for 3 lifetime. 1-1 from the Pirates right-hander. Swinging a foul back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's up to 102, KY.
Miles per hour?
Degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, no.
This would be a great day to play in Toronto. It'd be like, oh, it's only 35 today. Not bad.
Yeah.
Up high, 2-2.
Please give me the temperature in Celsius just to make my brain work.
102 degrees right now. 2-2 the count on Brandon Marsh. And the pitch. Swinging a bouncer up first. 2 hops for O'Hearn. He'll flip on to Jones covering and 1 out.
Yeah, this is when you want these trips, when you have to cover first base, it's always important to take your time, and the umpire is aware of it. On-plate umpire goes out to hand Jared Jones's ball, give him a little extra time. Extreme heat. That's a real pro right there. That's just a good professional.
Just making, kind of bending the rules a little bit just to make sure that everybody is in a good spot. Working through the heat today. Here's the pitch. Down low and away, ball 1. For those of you working back home through the heat today, thank you for your hard work. Working on our roads, especially. I think of all the people working on our roads, doing a lot of the repairs. Outside 2-0. Today's work day. Doesn't matter if it's 12 or 112.
This is so true.
On Alec Bohm, hitting at .223 with 10 home runs. Pitch, swinging a line drive to left, heading toward the wall and high off of it. It's in play. Bohm to second, and he's sliding in ahead of the throw. A leadoff double by Bohm after homering his last time up last night.
Yeah, hit that ball good, but caught it towards the end of the bat just enough, but the ball kind of died at the end. Up against that wall, thank goodness, because Brian Reynolds was over there quickly, and that throws right on the money. He might have had a nice little outfield assist. Bohm was hustling in there into second base after he realized that ball did not leave the ballpark.
Now Bryson Stott. First Phillies base runner off Jones. The pitch. There's a strike.
Yeah, it's a lot better now. Jared Jones getting back ahead of the count, falling behind with Alec Bohm. That was a big reason for him being able to get a good leverage swing on that double.
Started the lefty hitter with a changeup. Stott a 244 hitter, but at 365 with runners in scoring position, among the best in the league. Fouled back and now 2 strikes. .40 RBIs for Stott. Phillies have been on a heater offensively. Their previous 16 games are averaging more than 6.5 runs a game. Up high, 1-2. So in this series, they've scored 25 runs the first 3 games. But this goes back a couple weeks before that, how they've been scoring.
Yeah, that's the reason why after last night they were 40-20 going into last night.
Outside 2-2.
It's a nice little stretch of baseball, a couple months.
Fun nugget dug up by Brian Davis from Sport Radar today. He's our statistician. He said that the Phillies are 40-19 since Don Mattingly took over as manager for Rob Thompson. 2-2 is hit foul. When Rob Thompson took over, he started his managerial career 40-19.
Well, you know, it's a tough job.
Well, it goes to show you, too, I mean, not disparaging either manager. When you have a good team, you can be an even better manager, right?
This is so true.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. Now, I think they both positively have affected the team. Rob, everyone still likes Rob Thompson,
without a doubt.
But you think about Dave Roberts becoming the fastest by a good margin to 1,000 career managerial wins. He's had a good team, but he's a good manager too. 2-2, a little high, 3-2. So from 0-2 to 3-2 on Stott after Bohm doubled, 1 out. Second inning. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul. One thing I just noticed, that the U.S. flag in center field has the 13 original colonies, 13 stars in a circle on it, not the 50 stars like we're used to. Kind of a throwback flag here with America's bicentennial coming up. The pitch grounded softly to first, advancing the runner to third. O'Hearn will take it himself. 2 men are gone. Gabriel Rincones Jr. is coming up in the 7th spot today. You can score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Pirates, the official source for your Pirates gear. No score. Phillies have a man at third, Bohm. 2 men gone for the lefty batting Rincones. Here's the pitch from Jones. And a ball in. 1-0, 99.
Yeah, that last bat by Stott, that was a 9-pitch at bat. Those are the type of things that you keep your eye on in this heat.
Yeah, how long are the innings? How long are you out there? 1-0 pitch. Back with a strike. Now 1-1. So an 18-pitch first inning. Jones striking out the side. Throwing 20 pitches so far in the second inning. Is 1-1. The ball inside. 2 balls at a strike. Rincones with a very long foul ball yesterday over the foul pole in right. We know that there's some power in there. 171 hitter, just getting going in the major leagues. Bohm at third with 2 away, and the 2-1 swing and a miss beat him to the spot. 2-2.
Another 100-mile-per-hour fastball from Jared Jones. That one at the top of the zone is for a strike in the zone.
Jones comes to the set. Is 2-2. Rincones takes it high. 3-2. So a lot of 3-ball counts for Jones. Another 100-mile-per-hour fastball. Hot day, very hot day. And now he'll step off.
Grab that rosin bag, get a little extra grip.
Yeah, even last night, Skeens went to it a lot. It wasn't exactly chilly yesterday. 3-2 coming. Swinging a high pop-up. Back of third. And Gonzalez shading his eyes from the sun with the sunglasses on. He makes the catch, and the inning comes to an end. So that 1-out double left stranded, and we're through 2 innings.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on. So I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
Gorman popped up the first pitch he saw in the 6th inning, so his second trip to the plate. Full count. Swing and a drive. That's a mammoth shot for Gorman. A long home run over the bullpen. Ted Williams always said, get a good pitch to hit. When you do, don't miss it. Nolan didn't.
94-mile-an-hour fastball by Englert and a deep drive. 443-foot shot by Nolan.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
Let's go to the 3rd inning. It's brought to you by the Iron Workers Local Union number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. So Ronhell, the pitcher, just now coming out. And I don't know if there's a water break, but you got to figure that there's some special accommodations today with the temperatures the way that they are.
They really are. And we just noted that down on the field is 112 degrees. Just got that message in, and man, that'll tell you right there. That's why the umpires obviously taking real good consideration of the starting pitchers. And sometimes you gotta let the game show you what it needs. And right now, this is definitely one of those games that be aware of it.
Yeah, it's a hot, sunny day. Temperatures were 100 at game time with humidity. The heat index, as you said, Hannah Mears of Sportsnet Pittsburgh telling us 112 on the field. And, you got to stay hydrated. And, you can't take a sip of water between pitches or whatever. So between innings is where you got to make sure you keep all those electrolytes.
The funny thing about this, too, and when you know about it, it actually starts the night before. It really does. Hydration in that morning of, all to get that water in you early, because it gets out of you so quickly in games like this. A lot of these guys knew the temperatures. We've been talking about the whole series, how hot it was going to be the final game of this series. So guys definitely have a pretty good idea. Now everybody's hydrated, and Jared Fiello steps in the box and ready to go again.
And that includes the umpires, too. The umpires need a break. They're out on the field the whole game.
Absolutely, especially with that gear on behind the plate.
Yeah. So they need a minute here and there, too. So Triolo leads it off. Jake Mangum and Brandon Lau, 9-1-2. Ron Hell delivers. And it's just off the plate away for ball one. Hannah was telling us, too, there's misting stations, a lot like they do out west in the minor league parks that are outdoors for the fans here. The pitch. And back with a strike. It's 1-1. So each of the first three games of this series averaging more than 40,000 fans. They had fireworks the last couple of nights. Today, sparsely attended comparatively. The pitch bunt shown and taken low. 2 balls at a strike. But a lot of the folks, we can't see them because they're underneath the very little cover that there is.
I was just looking up there at the top in the upper deck. There's no seats.
And back with a strike. That's the most popular section right now, underneath the small roof.
It looks so funny, too, because you see all these blue seats, and then you look in the shade, and it's just full of fans.
The worst seats are the best seats today. 2-2. Triolo takes just off the plate away, 3-2. And in the olden days, Ranchai Park or whatever, they would have the upper deck overhang the lower deck, and so folks would be in a lot of shade. But you'd have those pesky poles, I guess. Ball 4.
It is so funny.
Obstructed
too,
view seats.
You think about it, it's like the difference a few months makes. Like in April, like you definitely want to be in there in the sun.
Yeah.
In those April games here, you don't want to be in the shade at all. Sometimes those games can be, one of those, 35, 40 degrees. It's like, no, let's find some sun. And not today.
Yeah, not today. Temperatures surpassing 100. It's 102 on the scoreboard right now. Here's Jake Mangum with a man at first. He backs away from an inside pitch. It's ball 1. Bohm came charging in at third. Mangum has bunted his way on safely 3 times for a hit this year. Scoreless affair. We're in the top of the third. Ron Hill delivers. Bunted.
Oh, nice
toward
bunt.
Third. Deadening, and Bohm juggled the ball, and no one was even on first anyway, except for Mangum. So bunt base hit, his 4th of the year.
I tell you what, Alec Bohm has played a tremendous third base. Even if he fields that ball cleanly, I don't think he even has. It's just a perfect bunt. Anytime you have a third baseman playing in, you still got it. It was early bounce right in front of the plate. Just kind of killed it. Reminded me a lot of Brett Butler back in the day for the Dodgers and what he was able to do, and it was special.
That's a huge compliment. Compare him to one of the best bunters of the last half century in baseball. So now it's Brandon Lau with 2 men on. I mean, that's just smart baseball. Triolo, number 9 hitter, working a walk. Swinging a foul. Mangum, leadoff guy. Let me bump my way on. Now we got some big hitters coming up.
I think I'm going to put a note into the league. Send an email. I definitely want them to move those coaching boxes back another 20 feet.
Well, sure. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. They should start where they end.
Yes, 100%. Right now, you're just too close to the action. You're closer than almost sometimes both corner infielders for sure, and sometimes the pitcher.
Third base coach wants to be closer when he has runners on. The first base coach wants to be farther. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncer, foul, past first. In terms of just where they want to be for doing their job. But it was an edict for, again, to try not to convey signals or signs or what have you. But the coaches that I've talked to don't seem like it makes a big difference. What does make a difference is getting hit with a line drive. 0-2, swing and a miss, and Lau strikes out up and in with a fastball at 95. Didn't know that Ron Hell had that kind of heat in there. I knew he had the hammer, but I didn't know that he had the fastball.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And that fastball that comes at that high release point as well. And it does make it very deceiving when he throws that 12-6 curveball from that same arm slot.
So first and second with 1 out for Brian Reynolds. 7 for his last 11 with runners in scoring position. And it's down low, ball 1. Always open to get a hit. 3-3 38 for the season with runners in scoring position. Lead runner is Triolo. He's at second. Mangum, very good speed at first. 0-0, third inning. Ron Hill delivers. Back with a strike, 1-1.
These are the type of timeouts you enjoy. If you're the offense, just step out. Let that pitcher sit out there on that mound just a little bit longer.
Broil. All right. Reynolds back in there and is ready. 1-1 pitch. Swing of foul. Came up and in with the fastball. Ron Hill getting that up to 95. Both pitchers above their season averages today with the fastball.
I guess he does do some things. It has been known to rise.
Yeah, Ron Hill will step off. One and two on Brian Reynolds. First and second. One out for the Pirates. Trying to get on the board first. We're in the third inning. Ron Hill delivers. Curveball hit high in the air, right field, deep but playable. Now carrying Rincones to the warning track, and it goes high off the wall, perhaps out of his reach. And the runners can advance the station. They all thought he was going to catch it. It goes as a single for Reynolds. Bases loaded.
That is a very, very difficult situation there. With one out, you're expecting the runners to always be in a position to tag, but not necessarily that close to the base where they can't score. And both times, both base runners were so close. Jared Triolo was basically at second base, and Mangum was literally all the way back at first looking to tag as well.
What should you do in that situation as Cotham comes out?
Yeah, with one out, you need to be in a place at least 3/4 of the way to the next base with one out. And then reading the play. Obviously, with Jared Triolo, it did look like the ball was going to be caught the entire time, but the wind, as you mentioned earlier, has continued to blow out. But you're going to be able to advance, one extra base if you tag up. It's no big deal, but you have to be able to touch home plate if that ball hits the ground. And so being 3/4 of the way gives you the better opportunity. But that play was very deceiving all the way. As you said, the wind just continued to carry it all the way to the wall. And literally, we didn't know what was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in Rincones, maybe if he leapt for it, maybe could have made the catch or had it hit his glove, so it was within range of being caught. And so the base runners were very cautious. Bases full for Valdez. Up high, ball one.
And I will add, Jared Triolo is one of the best base runners on this ball club. And so, obviously, those are the type of things that he can pull the best.
Valdez with big power. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 strike. Changing up. That's a right-on-right changeup at the knees over the outer edge.
Yes,
good pitch.
That's his go-to pitch. He'll throw it to any hitter, both sides of the plate.
Bases loaded. One out for the Pirates. The pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Big cut. 1-2 strikes on the changeup.
Yeah, now the youngster has to just find a way to get this run home. But one out, the man on third base, just find a way to put the ball in the outfield somewhere deep enough to get that run home.
Ron Hill ready. And his 1-2. Swinging a ball rolled over to third, right at the bag. Bohm tags the bag and throws to first. Harper was off the bag, but he gets back to first, scrambling there to complete a 5-3 double play. Pirates had a couple of hits in the inning. Looked like they would score, but they do not. And we go to the bottom of the
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove, and then so Ozzie's walking out saying, "Hang on, what's falling out of my glove? Hold on, what?" And I'm telling you, man, he's got almost half the infield in there.
And he's going to just get Bowers into a crab walk backwards and eventually tag him out. And Bowers began to do the crab walk like he was in PE in first grade. I don't see that often.
You got to have fun on the baseball field, right?
Pete fouls one off right over toward Craig Alpernez in the dugout. That was on the ground. He's had enough.
It's like there's a magnet over there.
He has seen enough.
He's going to get a glove. He's going to get his catcher's mitt.
It's about time, Albie.
That ball got into the upper deck, and then it ended back up on the playing field. Oh, no.
Not happy.
David Peterson on to pitch. Jacob Marcy loses the bat, which hits the netting and stays right there. How about that? Wow.
Not Charlotte's, but City Fields Webb.
Well, the Pirates had a good opportunity to get a run across. They've left on 5 so far as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Phillies come to bat in a scoreless game. Jared Jones back at him. Justin Crawford leads it off, and he takes a strike. Crawford 6 for 11 in the series. Left-handed batter, overall a .256, couple of home runs. Marchand and then Trey Turner. Gonzalez in at 3rd, the pitch. Swinging the ball line sharply to left. Reynolds back on it. He makes the catch, 1 out.
You like to have a quick inning with Jared Jones, and he's well on his way to recording that first out.
Here's Marchand hitting at 115. And the pitch. That's off the plate away for ball 1. Switch hitter batting left. He's hit a couple of home runs. He's drawn a walk this year. Very good defensive catcher. Here's a 1-0 from Jones. And it's down low, 2 balls and no strikes. You know, with the advent of the DH in both leagues, it's almost as if a lot of times with the catcher in there, it's like when the pitcher hit.
It's true. The difference is the catchers have a tendency to be able to hit home runs. That pitch is taken for ball 3. And this is what you don't want for Jared Jones. You have a 9-hole hitter. Obviously, you don't want to turn the lineup over to Trey Turner, who's been swinging a hot bat this series.
He's drawn 1 walk all year, Marchand. Pitch. And he'll draw his second one. 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter, whose on-base percentage is 148.
Yeah, these are the type of things that, again, you look at the inning, the half inning before, Pirates don't score a run, but then you turn around, put yourself in a position where you get free passes on a team that can hit the ball out of the ballpark here at home.
Now you got to face Trey Turner, who's homered in every game of this series. And the first one in for a strike, and it'll be challenged by Turner.
Pitch was called a strike. Batter's challenging.
And only 1 left for the Phillies. They're risking it here.
They better be really sure. Oh, boy.
Call's overturned. Philadelphia has 1 challenge remaining.
They got away with that one. And you have to be 100% sure, because that was immediately he called it.
Here's a 1-0 to Turner. Swing and a miss. Tried to go to a knee almost to meet that slider down and away from Jones. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreless game. Marchand, no threat to run. He's never attempted a steal. Here's a 1-1 to Turner. Swing and a miss again out in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little slower slider that time.
You know, I was sitting here thinking out if this is a ground ball to like Nick Gonzalez right now, you almost rather just get the out at first base. Let Marchand be the runner at second base. Keep Trey Turner off the bases totally.
And the pitch swung on and missed. Struck him out, kept going to it. 2 outs, and let's pause 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Fourth strikeout for Jones, and for every Pirates pitcher strikeout in July, Coppers donates $25 to Blood Cancer United. Here's Schwarber, who struck out his only time. Takes inside for ball one.
Wow, that pitch was in the zone too. I mean, it is interesting because Jared Jones has pitched on that first base side of home plate. He's been tearing up the inside corner to these left-handed hitters.
Here's a 1-0. Down and in that time. 2-0.
And those are the times when you really, as a catcher, Joe, I think you really need to focus in on using your challenges. You have a guy like Kyle Schwarber going down in the count in a scoreless game. These are the type of opportunities you have to take advantage of with the ABS.
Try to change the count. 2-0 pitch. Back with a strike over the outer edge. 2-1. Throwing a lot of changeups today. Lefty-handed lineup. 7 at left-handed. Here's the set and the pitch. Way inside, almost hit him in the shoes. 3-1. On Schwarber with the man at first, Marchand 2 away. Third inning. Jones is allowed just 2 base runners. Pirates had the bases loaded with 1 out last inning. But Rangel in his first major league start got out of it. Here's the pitch. Half swing and a ball down and in. And no swing. It's another walk. 2 in the inning. Put 2 Phillies on for Bryce Harper, who's driven in a run in 7 consecutive games. This is the time where they just play loud sounds and everyone takes a break.
Yes, indeed. And Andy Rodriguez take a slow stroll to the mound to make sure him and Jared Jones are on the same page. Facing Bryce Harper now here with 2 outs. Strike 1 is so important, being able to get ahead in the count, but how you do that is going to be important as well.
All right, now Harper. This year against the Pirates, 3 homers, 11 RBIs in his first 6 games. 2 on and 2 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Strike 1.
Yeah, nice curveball down and in. A ton of these left-handed power bats have been swinging over the top of that curveball.
Trying to golf a ball out of the ballpark. Here's an 0-1. Swinging the ball, hit the other way to left, base hit. Got a high and away changeup, hits it to the wall. Harper drives in another. Schwarber stops at third. RBI double, 1-0 Phillies. 8 straight games with an RBI for Harper.
Man, that's all set up. And Jared Jones, with a couple walks this inning, and puts himself in a position where he has to go through the meat of the order and run producing opportunities, and he can only get away from it for so long. And now, with an open base, and see how they want to attack Marsh, who's been another run producer for this ball club.
And he's driven in 46. Second and third now with 2 away. Phillies score first, 1-0. Here's the pitch. And it's inside, ball 1 to Marsh. Harper once had an 8-game RBI streak with the Nationals back in 2016. That's the longest of his career. Now has tied it. 1-0 to Marsh. Fastball strike on the inner edge. 1-1. Alien Ant Farm. Organist has everything. Pitch. Swinging a little flare to right, but right at Valdez. He'll make the catch of the inning ends. Phillies get a run, strand 2 through 3. It's 1-0 Philadelphia on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by...
Now, representing the organization, Jim Leland and A.J. Hinch are presenting Miggy with a customized set of cleats made by renowned artist Marco Terzo, made from several significant baseballs from Miguel's career. The cleats are presented on a base representing the time he spent at both third and first base in his career.
Right-hander Justin Sterner is the new pitcher for the Athletics as he's facing Victor Barracoto.
Barracoto to center field and deep. It is gone. He's done it again. My goodness. And another towering home run. 445 for the second day in a row. The man is inspired. 6-2 Giants.
Helps provide meals to our neighbors in need.
You can check out the Pirates military discount. All active duty, reserve, veteran, and retired service members and their family can save big on Pirates tickets at PNC Park. That offer is available at the ticket windows with proper ID or online at pirates.com/military. So it's 1-0 Philadelphia. Ryan O'Hearn doubled his early time. He'll lead things off. There's an object, maybe a ball, loose in center field. It'll be retrieved by Crawford. And so now O'Hearn can bat with Gonzalez and then Ozuna to follow against Alan Ronhell making his first major league start. He's got the lead. Ball one down low. Ronhell also in search of his first major league win this afternoon. Pirates trying to spoil that. Come out with a series split. There's a strike. Now 1-1 on O'Hearn. There's the average up to 289. And blown away that time with the change. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, what a bright spot Ryan O'Hearn has been. Great acquisition. We always say it. He's that veteran leadership, and he's been able to just be able to back that up with a lot of run production.
Here's the 2-1 and a swing and a high fly ball deep down the right field line toward the foul pole and foul. Hit into the second deck way back, but just kept hooking, and I think the wind pushed it foul.
We have a terrible, terrible view here because that ball looked fair for so long. It's like it looked like it went right over the foul pole.
Well, it was close enough to being fair that O'Hearn is asking the umpires to gather.
I think so, too. I mean, to me, I thought it was fair.
I thought it was foul, but again, we don't have the best vantage point.
Pittsburgh has requested a crew chief review for a possible home run.
And so they'll take a look. That's the voice of Andy Fletcher, the crew chief. And this call under review brought to you by Ring Central, voice of your business. Pirates will not be penalized.
Yeah, it was foul. Not by much. It just missed the foul pole. Unbelievable.
Call on the field is confirmed. There's no goal to challenge because of the crew chief review.
Good explanation from Andy Fletcher.
That ball just missed the foul pole. Just nicking the right side of the foul pole. Oh. It's a game of inches for sure.
Check that ball for yellow paint.
Please.
You know, that would have tied the game. Just that close. 2-2. And the pitch. O'Hearn hits it foul up first base side. And the pitch hit foul left side.
Yeah, and that's what's so impressive about Ryan O'Hearn. I mean, the changeup was the one he hit, just missing the home run in that second deck. And he followed up by fouling off a tough curveball, and then out that fastball away, going away with it, fouling that off as well.
Here comes a 2-2. Swinging a foul. Got in on his hands with a fastball.
And he just blocks it out because he has the right approach. He's not trying to get the pull side with that fastball, and that'll expose him to that good changeup by Ron Hale.
Count still even. The pitch. Swinging the tapper up first. Fair ball, gloved by Harper. He'll tag the bag, 1 out. An 8-pitch at bat for O'Hearn to start the inning. Coming up on Saturday, the Powerball jackpot with an estimated annuity of $396 million. $396 million. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians every day. You got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Now Gonzalez, who bounced out to third his early time. And a string of balloons has been lost, floating up into the sky.
It's going to fly far, far away. Look at those flags now at center field, Joe.
First one's in there for a strike.
Yeah, starched. You can see every single part of the flag.
It's 102 degrees in Philadelphia, and of course it's sunny. Down low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You can see the heat blowing across the field.
Well, and we were talking about this earlier when you played at the vet.
Oh,
you know, the artificial surface. It's up high 2-1. You know, plastic, thin sheet of plastic over concrete.
My body temperature just rose when you said it.
Did you use the ice buckets or anything like that? Or?
I did. Ammonia towel, you name it. We used it.
2-1. Had a strike, 2-2. I remember somebody was talking about it in St. Louis on This Week in Baseball when I was a kid growing up.
Oh, yeah.
And then they were talking about how the shoes would melt. You know, the rubber on the shoes would actually melt. Swinging a foul back. Standing on the surface. So Steve Garvey, who was a first baseman, he talked about he would stand in the dirt cutout. It didn't matter where you're supposed to position the player. He would stand in the cutout. And so his shoes wouldn't melt. 2-2 pitch, down low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And you knew Garvey was playing every day.
Yes, he was.
Long consecutive games streak.
That's why. Make sure he was out there.
Didn't have his shoes stuck to the earth. 1 out. Nobody on. Full count on Nick Gonzalez. Swinging a foul right side. 1-0 Phillies. We're in the 4th. So on that near home run by O'Hearn, are you convinced the wind took it foul? Considering how close it was?
I would have to say the wind did play a part of that.
Pitch is swung on, hit hard on the ground to short. Stabbed at by Turner. He's got it and on to first for the 2nd out. What was the ball that was hit to right earlier? Marsh's ball. I thought Marsh's ball moved over a good bit, and then maybe O'Hearn's did too, because it really looked like it was going to be fair for a long time. And then,
yeah, I'll tell you the difference in a few minutes, though. The way the wind's blowing now out to right, what a difference that would have made for that Brian Reynolds ball. It was already blowing anyway. I might have blown out in the 2nd deck.
That's a good point. Yeah, it hit high off the wall and straight away right. Ozuna takes down low for ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on in the Pirates' 4th inning. Facing Alan Ronhell, making his first major league start, pitching for the Phillies today. Phillies win, they take 3 out of 4. The Pirates win, they split. The pitch. Swing the tap foul. On a full swing. Hit off his foot. He's hobbled. As that ball went all the way out to the third baseman, Bone. Well, on this hot day, how about thinking about the Pittsburgh Brewing key account of the game? You can stop in Applebee's. Most locations have air conditioning. And they also have $4 22-ounce IC Light drafts. Remember when you drive by a motel, if you're of a certain age, and they would advertise air conditioning, color TV, and air conditioning. Now it's presumed.
Wi-Fi. We have Wi-Fi.
We have Wi-Fi. Yeah, you go to a coffee shop. Oh, wow. It's up high 2-1. Ozuna walked his only time. Ron Hell ready in the pitch. Off of the glove of the catcher Marchand. And it'll be challenged.
Pitcher's called a ball. The catcher's challenging.
Don't need to frame it. The ball can bounce off the catcher's glove, and you have a chance to challenge it if you think it was within the strike zone. And it was.
Ball's overturned. Philadelphia has one challenge remaining.
I'm going to throw this rule in there, too. It's in your job description. If your job description says you're a catcher, you need to catch it for it to be a strike. Changing my rules. I'm making new rules now.
That is the definition of that job, yes. Here's the 2-2. Way outside, 3-2. Now on a third strike, if it's not caught.
That's a little different.
The batter has the opportunity to become a batter runner and try to advance to first base or beyond, in fact. The pitch. And outside, ball 4, and Ozuna will walk for a second time today.
Those free passes, and see if the Pirates can make him hurt. Andy Rodriguez comes up, and that's after his first at bat. I know he'd like to get a good pitch to hit. Maybe get to pull side himself.
Third walk by Ronhell. 1-0 Phillies. Indy waits the pitch just off the plate away for ball 1. 4 home runs, 15 knocked in for Andy Rodriguez. Came in hitting at .270. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball, fought off, foul. Went off to left side, 1 ball, 1 strike. 93 on the fastball.
That fastball beating Andy Rodriguez almost as if he was sitting off speed.
Pitch in tight. 2-1. Need a ball thrown into the gap to score Ozuna from first. Here with 2 outs. Here's the 2-1. Way inside. 3-1. Ronhell gave up a near home run to O'Hearn earlier this inning. Ended up getting a bounce out. Deep count to Gonzalez. Then he walked Ozuna. Now he's behind 3-1 on Andy Rodriguez. He's thrown 26 pitches this inning, and 27th is ball 4. Back-to-back walks.
Yeah, and that'll get the pin going for the Phillies.
And in a hurry, lefty getting up. Triolo walked his only time. 4 bases on balls issued today. That equals a season high, including the minor leagues for Ronhell, who was a starter at Lehigh Valley. First major league start today. Pirates would like to have a lead against them. The Phillies are up 1-0. Triolo drove in 3 yesterday. He didn't even start the game.
I know. I looked at that. I was like, wait a minute. He didn't start. You know, it's like, that was a nice day. He got hit by a pitch and then had that nice double to score a couple.
First Pirate in 2 years to drive in 3 or more and not start the game. Michael A. Taylor, previous Pirate to do that. Caleb Cotham is back out again from the Phillies dugout to confer with Ronhell and give the relievers some time. I was going to say to warm. That's impossible. Country Weekend is coming up Sunday, July 12th. You can stay after the game for a concert featuring multi-platinum award-winning artist Jordan Davis. That's following the 12:15 game against the Brewers. Sunday, July 12th at PNC Park. Go to pirates.com/Jordan Davis. So first and second with 2 away. Pirates only hit with a runner in scoring position today, did not score a run. That was Reynolds hitting a ball high off the wall and right with 2 men on. And some confusion on the base pass did not yield a run. And Triolo has that chance here. First pitch, and a high strike on a curveball. So, you got a tiring pitcher out there, not only in terms of pitches thrown today, but in this inning. This will be his 29th pitch on this 102-degree afternoon here in this inning. Here's the pitch, way high and away, 1-1.
Joe, if I told you that first call strike was 2.5 inches above the strike zone, would you believe me?
Yeah, because it was a curveball.
Oh my, and literally, that's tough.
Yeah, sometimes they can fool you because they look even higher than that. Here's the pitch. Outside 2-1, so I believe you. The Pirates have the lowest conversion rate on ABS challenges. Maybe a little skittish today. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Triolo takes high and away. 3-1. Rangel with some frustrated body language after unfurling that last one. I think that's Meza down there. Does that look like the one-time Pirate Meza? I think it is. Pitch, strike. Now 3-2.
Well, this will help with Marcell Ozuna. Doesn't run extremely well at second base here with 2 outs. So give him a head start so that base hit will score him automatically.
Full count with 2 outs. Triolo batting with first and second. 1-0 Phillies. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. Turner up with it. On to first. Inning over. Pirates have left on 7 in the last 3 innings. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Philadelphia on the Pirates Radio Network.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Nothing Philadelphia as the Phillies bat in the 4th. You can plan your group outing, and they come with the option to add exclusive fan experiences, loaded value, and more. You can purchase tickets for your group by visiting pirates.com/groups. Alec Bohm will lead it off. He doubled his only time. Pitch, swinging a ground ball right to short. Triolo up with it cleanly and on to first. 1 pitch and 1 out for Jared Jones.
Yeah, Alec Bohm, that's one thing he has done all season or all year and all series. He's been able to be aggressive 0-0, and that time that 1 pitch, 1 out is exactly what Jared Jones needs.
Here's Stott, who grounded out on a 9-pitch at bat in the 2nd inning. Gonzalez in even with the baseline at 3rd. Lefty batter takes high and away for ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, see Carmen Majinski starts to stand up in the bullpen and get stretched out.
There's a strike. Jones has typically been limited to that 75 to 80 pitch mark as he's coming off of surgery, missed all of last regular season. 1-1, high and away, 2-1. It was right on the eve of the season in spring training when he was hurt last year. Here's the 2-1 from Jones. Swinging a foul back. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And the lefty's still up in the Phillies pen. Jones at 66 pitches here with 1 out in the 4th. Here's a 2-2. Stott takes high. 3-2. Jones has walked 2. One came around to score on a Bryce Harper double. That's the only run of this game, keeping this hot-hitting Phillies lineup quiet so far. 3-2 from Jones. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He threw it right by him. 5 strikeouts this afternoon for Jared Jones.
Yeah, nice job of getting back in the count. Need that punch out, and now he has the opportunity to have this nice clean inning. Something's got to break sooner or later for this Pirates offense.
I figure one of the better scoring teams in all of baseball, the Pirates. There's Gabriel Rincones Jr. 2 outs, nobody on, takes down low for ball 1. Alan Ronhell making his first major league start, a 28-year-old who was signed as a minor league free agent a couple of years ago. 4 walks today, but no runs across for the Pirates. Left on 7. Pitch. Strike on the inner edge. It'll be challenged by Rincones.
Pitch is called a strike. Batter's challenging.
Phillies risking exhausting their challenges. They only have 1 remaining.
Ball's overturned.
Missed narrowly.
Yeah, that is a count flipper. Now it goes to leverage count for Rincones. You definitely want to find a good pitch. Don't allow him to get some extension. He has some pop in his bat as well.
Now a 2-0 pitch. And a strike on the outer edge at the knees with a slider.
Yeah, that's a well-executed pitch by Jared Jones and Andy Rodriguez.
It looks away and then breaks back over that outer edge of the plate. Now 2-1 on Rincones, and the pitch. Swinging a ball, shot foul, right side. 2-2. Now he hit a deep foul ball yesterday over the foul pole, or just about, over the height of the foul pole, but it was to the right of it, foul. With 2 outs, a 2-2 from Jones. Swing and a foul tip struck him out, tying a season high with 6 strikeouts today. And we'll go to the 5th in Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 1 and the Pirates 0 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Jack Caglione, it's 0-1. McClanahan delivers. Caglione bashes it high in the air, deep right field, headed for the roof. It's off the catwalk. He hit the D-ring at the drop. A mammoth home run from Jack Caglione. His first hit in his hometown.
As soon as it left his bat, it was so loud, you knew it was going to be out. It was just a matter of how far is it going to be out.
It is measured at 435 feet. At least. Caglione is 1 for 2 with a long home run tonight.
Here's the pitch. Fastball laced high in the air, deep left center field. Mullins is back. He looks up. It's gone. Off the wall. It caroms back in play. Home run signaled. Second one of the game for Jack Caglione.
It is a 2-home run game for Jack Caglione. What a homecoming. And the Royals lead 6-1. Wow.
tremendous example of Jack Caglione using the opposite field.
Sea Light, proudly Pittsburgh.
1-0, the Phillies have the lead. Before we start the fifth, let's step out 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. The fifth inning is brought to you by the IBEW Local Union number 5. The Phillies will go to the bullpen and bring in left-hander Tim Meza.
Yeah, Tim Meza come in a 2-2 record on the year, a 2.79 ERA. It'll be his 34th appearance. 38 and 2/3 innings pitched with 38 strikeouts. And he'll attack with a good sinker, slider, split finger, and occasionally that four-seamer he'll run in there as well.
Was with the Pirates last year, 7 games. The pitch, swinging a ball lined to right, tailing away from Rincones and into the corner. It'll bang off the wall. Rincones will retrieve it from the foot of the wall, and Mangum already in at second base. A leadoff double on the first pitch from Meza.
Yeah, nice job being aggressive. We said before, getting around to that right side. Anytime Mangum can find a way to get hits, it doesn't matter. He just sprays the ball all over the field, right-handed or left-handed, and that ball just ran away from the right fielder. Was able to sneak down there in that right field corner.
So in the last 3 innings, the Pirates have stranded 7, but now they have a golden opportunity here with leadoff double. So often you convert that. Here's Lau, swing and a miss, strike 1. Pulled off an away slider from the lefty. Alan Ronhell ineligible for his first major league win today, but 4 scoreless, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 90 pitches. Pirates made him work, got him out of there. First major league start. 1 pitch, outside, 1 ball and 1 strike on Lau, hitting 191 against lefties.
Yeah, I do like this matchup for Brandon Lau, but Meza, everything is hard. The fastball, the slider is hard as well. It just creates another opportunity for Brandon Lau at the very least to get Mangum over to third base.
Here's a 1-1. Swinging a ball hit to left, a base hit. Mangum wanted to see it through. He'll get to third, and Lau will reach on a base hit off the lefty. So runners at first and third, nobody out. Great opportunity here for the Pirates.
Yeah, nice job. Mangum froze on that line drive. Was able to get the extra 90 feet that he wanted, but a little disappointed himself for not reading that where the shortstop was. Trey Turner was positioned. But nonetheless, the Pirates are back in business, first and third with nobody.
And he got Reynolds up, who thought he probably had an RBI last time he batted, hitting the ball off the wall in right field with first and second, didn't score a run. Here's the pitch, and that's a strike. So the Pirates have 2 hits now today with a runner in scoring position. So far, none have scored the runner. An oddity. Pirates trail 1-0. 5th inning. Phillies play the middle infield back. Trade 2 outs for the run, the pitch. Swinging a foul. And now 2 strikes.
Now, this is when the Pirates really have to bear down more than anything. Avoid those strikeouts in these situations. You have, obviously, Esmeralyn Valdez on deck is prone to the strikeout as well.
Reynolds 8 for his last 12 with runners in scoring position. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Meza strikes him out. And you're right, KY. That's the one thing you really just, if you can. I mean, it's easier said than done, but the strikeout with runners in scoring position, that's always a tough one.
That's a detriment, and it's, and like you said, it's at the meat of your order. You're going 3, 4, 5 now with first and third, nobody out, and now first and third with 1 out. Esmeralyn Valdez was in a similar situation his last at bat.
Here's the pitch, and a strike to Valdez. The Pirates hitters the most strikeouts in baseball. 5th most runs per game. Coming into today's action. Men at the corners with 1 out of the 0-1, swinging a foul back, and now 2 strikes. Valdez ground into a 5-3 double play with the bases loaded back in the 3rd. He's batting with first and third, now 1 out. Pirates got a leadoff double. and then a base hit. Mesa, ground ball pitcher. Here's 0-2, and it's up and in on Valdez. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's that guy you have in your bullpen and get you out of jams. Well, he's gotten himself into one. Now trying to get himself out of it. Here's a 1-2 coming. Down and in with the slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, really nice job at third base by Jake Mangum. Just always anticipating even a dirt ball there. Just trying to find a way to get home and score this timed run. Just the awareness on the base pass.
The rookie Valdez batting with first and third, 1 out. Pirates trail 1-0. 5th inning in Philadelphia. Mesa delivers. Swinging a bouncing ball up the middle, through. Base hit. Hit too hard. And that brings in Mangum. And Lau can streak to third. RBI single, Ace Merlin Valdez, and we're tied at 1.
Yes, the young man continues to impress. 2-strike hitting, finds a way to hit the ball up the middle hard. And great job of base running by Brandon Lau, being able to go first to third. And now the Pirates are set up with Ryan O'Hearn first and third with 1 out.
So Mesa gets the ground ball, but too strong. Valdez. And going back to what you're saying, putting the ball in play, you just don't know what's going to happen. You might ground into do a double play, or in this case, you might knock in the run. And so that's what happens. We're tied at 1. 13th RBI for Valdez. Here's Ryan O'Hearn swinging a ball, punched on the ground to the shortstop. He'll go to the bag at second and throw to first. Out there, double play, and O'Hearn spikes his helmet down. Got a ball in on the hands, and they turn.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where are you going? He said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's bat.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Pirates have tied the game at 1, and they're going to go to the bullpen and bring in Carmen Majinski.
Yeah, Carmen Majinski comes in, and he's looking to eat up some innings, too. He's been phenomenal out of the bullpen. This is a part where you're talking about making your bullpen stronger, and this is what Carmen Majinski's able to do.
And so Jared Jones on this 102-degree afternoon, a little error on the side of caution, and limit him to 73 pitches today. 4 innings, 2 hits, a run. It was earned, 2 walks, ties a season high with 6 strikeouts. Tied at a run apiece. Tomorrow night, the Mega Millions jackpot, an estimated annuity of $542 million. $542 million. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians every day. Got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Justin Crawford lined out his early time. And the pitch to him. Swing, fly ball, center field. Fairly deep but playable. Mangum shy of the track. Underneath it, he's got it, one out. Rafael Marchand is coming up. A right-hander getting up for Philadelphia now. Marchand drew a walk and scored the Phillies run. It was his 5th run scored this year. And his 2nd walk. Backup catcher. Tied at 1 here in the 5th. Pitch from Mlodzinski. There's a strike.
Yeah, Carmen just attacks. I mean, that's one thing you can say. And then having 4 pitches to work with, the last 10 innings only allowing an earned run. He's just been so effective.
Here's an 0-1. And a strike, nothing at 2.
Yeah, no matter what role you use him in, he just attacks his own and gets outs.
Yeah, he's been used in a bulk role. It's been the guidance given from the front office to the manager. Ben Cherington saying that we believe the bulk role very valuable to the team inside. The manager has some flexibility day to day when to use those 2 to 4 innings. And so in this case, it's back with Jones, where he was kind of moored to him for a number of those outings. But we've seen him talk about Mlodzinski in relief of other pitchers lately. But the rains kind of saved him a little bit. He only went 2 innings in that last outing because it would have been an hour and a half between innings. So he pitched the 2 innings that last time around. Fly ball out to right field. Valdez shading his eyes from the sun. He'll make the catch for the 2nd out. 2 up and 2 down.
Yeah, after seeing that fly ball to right field and Valdez seeing that sun bounce off of his glasses, I want to see Jake Mangum get over there a little bit more to help out, because it looks like the sun might be a problem out there in right field as this game continues to go on.
Yeah, day game scheduled today. And as the weather turns out, it's hot. There's a strike to Turner. There's 100 at game time. One of the hottest games the Pirates have played in this century. Showing at 102 as it heats up throughout the afternoon. Turner has struck out both times. That was against Jones. That ball is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Here's the set and the 1-1 coming. Swinging a bouncer, high hopper to first, snared by O'Hearn. Lance throws high and off the facing of the Phillies dugout. And the Turner will reach. Made a good play to snare it.
Yeah, that was one of those early bounces almost off the plate. It traveled all the way deep into that hole at first base. With Trey Turner getting out the box the way he did, it was going to be a close play.
Goes as a base hit for Turner in front of Kyle Schwarber, so the inning prolonged with baseball's home run leader coming out now with a man on.
You know, Schwarber has struggled this series. They'd like to keep it that way, and Carmen Mlodzinski, I'm sure, is going to be on the attack.
Here's the pitch. And a strike to Schwarber. Strikeout and a walk today. Tied at 1. We're in the 5th inning. Jones and now Mlodzinski doing a good job of holding down this relentless Phillies offense. Here's an 0-1. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes.
Yeah, another swing over the top of a down and in curveball for Kyle Schwarber. That seems to be the happy place for the Pirates pitchers. They tend to go there frequently against Schwarber this series.
Great command of it, though. You miss in a certain spot, you can golf it out of here. They've been able to keep it underneath that bat. Pitch down and in, a little bit bigger that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. More of the back foot pitch there. Turner has 16 stolen bases. Not going, the 1-2. Swinging a bouncing ball towards second base. Lau fields and throws to O'Hearn for the final out. So that 2-out single left on. And we'll go to the 6th in Philadelphia. The Pirates and
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to be the judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, yeah. I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables. No vegetables? No vegetables. No, is it straight protein? Yeah.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
This ball's hit deep to left field. Ryan Reynolds clears the deck. Wow! Bangs off the facade of the second deck. Anchored down with his first home run. Back-to-back Bucks. 5-0 Pittsburgh.
That's what you want to see from Brian Reynolds. Driving the ball, using the middle of the field, and got that pitch out over the middle of the plate. Fans up there don't usually get home run balls. They almost got one there. And, hey, let's do it.
Intensive training. Visit pmhfos.org to find your career and passion today.
6th inning coming up here from Philadelphia. And the real heroes today, the men and women in the three-cornered hats in full regalia from the 18th century, wearing those thick cotton or wool outfits, playing fifes between innings on this 102-degree day.
No, thank you.
Just like our forefathers wanted, everyone to be very hot. All right, 6th inning, and Jonathan Bolin will come on to pitch.
Yeah, Jonathan Bolin, opposing average of 240. He's 2-0 on the season, 3.55 and 25 in the third innings pitch with 30 strikeouts.
Pirates 1, Phillies 1. Nick Gonzalez leads it off. Takes away ball 1.
And that's the beauty about having a 4-game series. You do get to see a lot of these guys again out of the pen, and so we'll see if the Pirates can take advantage of that.
Here's a 1-0, and it's in tight. 2-0 on Gonzalez here in the 6th inning, brought to you by the operating engineers of Local 66. Gonzalez has bounced out a couple of times. That was against the starter, Rangel. Meza gave up a run in his inning, which got 3 hits off him. Swinging a foul back. Now 2-1.
That's a good, healthy hack. And you love to see that 2-0 hack from Nick Gonzalez. See if he can change the scoreboard. That's what he was trying to do with that pitch.
Here's the pitch coming. Swinging a foul back. And it's 2-2. This game very different than the first 3 games of this series. The Pirates trailed by 5 runs. And the first and last games of the series, very early in the game, they were down big early. 2-2 to the backstop now, 3-2. And then in game 2 of the series, they lost 8-0.
Yeah, how big was that comeback in that first game as you look at the series now, how's it shaped up?
That stunned the Phillies.
And even last night, the resiliency, you still saw it.
Brought the tying run up in the 5th and 7th innings twice. Swinging a ground ball deep in the hole to short and into left field. A base hit for Nick Gonzalez, starting off the Pirates' 6th.
He just gets his hits.
Hitting over 300.
Now the next step for Nick Gonzalez is to use those hits to touch home plate. Just find their way to get into scoring position, whatever that looks like.
Ozuna has walked both times today. They vacate the right side of the infield as much as they legally can. Here's the pitch. And it's outside, ball one.
Can't think of a better time for Marcell Ozuna to use that other way and to shoot that ball through that right side. It's wide open for him.
And we've seen him do it on occasion. A 1-0 pitch, swinging a foul back.
No, nice hack. When he sees disappointed, he just looks up at the skies with arms wide open, like, for the love of goodness. Oh.
Now 1-1 on Ozuna. Bolin, the right-hander, with Gonzalez at first, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Check swinging the ball in, and it's 2-1. Good sinker at 97 from Bolin. Out of Memphis.
Yeah, look for a dirt ball here somewhere. That breaking ball has been bouncing a lot of off-speed pitches.
Here's a 2-1. Swinging the ball, punched to right, base hit. That was no easy pitch to hit that way. Sinker coming in on the hands. Gonzalez gets all the way to third. Good hitting by Marcell Ozuna. Bucks on the pond, nobody out.
Yeah, it's just took that sinker, shot it over there to that right side, stayed inside the baseball, and you'd love to see exactly what we talked about. Nicky G being able to advance, going first to third. That ball wasn't hit extremely hard, so you know you have a shot. And now the Pirates are back in business once again with another runner at third base, less than 2 outs. See if they can get this one in as well.
That's a really great sequence right there. Very good base running, very good hitting. That was not easy, but Ozuna puts first and third for Endy Rodriguez. Check swinging the ball in. 1-0 against Bolin. Endy Rodriguez has struck out and walked today. Pirates trying to grab their first lead of the afternoon. We're tied at 1. Switch hitter batting left. The pitch. Swinging the ball popped up, foul territory left side and into the seats. 1-1 on Endy Rodriguez. He did not face Bolin when he pitched on Tuesday. Valdez got a hit off him. Here's the 1-1 coming. And it's up high, 2-1. The only hitter due up here early in this inning that did face him was Ozuna. I got to see him a second time.
Tell you what, that was a good pitch too. That was a sinker in on the hands.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost impossible to hit that ball to right. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Ozuna got it done. It's in there. Want to see it more often.
Well, now what we need in here is this run. And Endy Rodriguez with 2 strikes. Jared Triolo on deck. Pirates would gladly will trade a run for 2 outs. So just put the ball in play somewhere, anywhere else other than, well, Alec Bohm. We don't want the ball hit to him at all. You never know what he'll do with it.
Pirates had first and third, nobody out last inning, and struck out the first batter afterwards. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck out again. Got to put it in play. Pirates have grounded into 2 double plays today as well. And striking out with runners in scoring position, it's going to happen sometimes, of course.
As you said, the Pirates leading the league in strikeouts. I mean, these are the opportunities you don't want to strike out.
Deep enough fly ball scores a run. Like you said, even a ground ball double play scores a run. Well, now with 1 out, don't want that. That would end this inning. Here's Triolo. Shows bunt. And Gonzalez came streaking down third. Maybe a safety squeeze on there. 1-0.
It's always a risky play, right on right, first and third. Marcell Ozuna doesn't necessarily run well.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And you're inferring to, what if the catcher feels the bunt goes to second, goes to first, and get a double play? The run does not come in to score.
Yeah, bad bunt back to the pitcher. With usually in these safety squeeze opportunities, you're looking to just put the ball down, maybe on the right side. Let Bryce Harper have to field it.
Here's the pitch, and a strike to Triolo. 1-2. Jared drove in 3 yesterday. Pirates have the 7th highest strikeout percentage with runners in scoring position, even though they have the most strikeouts. So they do limit it a little bit in those scenarios. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to third. Freezing Gonzalez. The throw will come across and get Triolo for the second out.
That's a nice job by Nick Gonzalez on the base pass. That's the one thing that, like you said, Alec Bohm he just is a defensive mind. And he knew immediately that wasn't going to be a double play ball. He was 100% going to get the lead runner, and Nick Gonzalez trying to score.
And then he looked at second, and Ozuna had gotten a good break, so couldn't get him there. The only play was to first. Second and third, 2 away now. Pirates had first and third, nobody out, trying to get something in this 1-1 tie game in the 6th. Here's Mangum swinging a bouncing ball up first. It will go foul. It hit just in front of the first base bag and had so much spin on it, it took a right turn foul and a strike on Mangum.
Tell you what, I was actually hoping that ball was going to hit the corner of the base and kick over on towards the dugout. That would have been great. Even now, Alec Bohm playing on the edge of the grass because he knows the speed of Jake Mangum and the creativity. You never know. He laid down a bunt earlier that was terrific.
Gonzalez at third, Ozuna at second with 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul right back, and now 2 strikes.
That's just where Jake Mangum wants it. 2 strikes, he just becomes more dangerous of a hitter. He'll just slap something anywhere on the infield. He can pick up some infield hits with the best of them.
2 out of 3 today, hitting a .308 overall. Trying to give the Pirates the lead for the first time today. Second and third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. Still 0-2 on Mangum. Pirates with 8 hits, Phillies with 3. Each team with a run apiece. Pirates have had 12 at-bats with runners in scoring position. The hit that scored the run was off the bat of the rookie, Esmeralyn Valdez. Could be Mangum, too. Down 2 strikes, though. Second and third, 2 outs, and the pitch. Swinging a ball fouled away. Let's take 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Looked like a highlight player right there, spoiling that ball. 2 strikes on Mangum. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pirates again, really good opportunity to score. And they've left on 10.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
I want to see what JJ does in these spots. Down 2 strikes. In the air center. Mullins on the run. Still going back. JJ Weatherholt homers in his debut. Incredible. Just goosebumps right now at Busch Stadium. You could not have written that any better. 0-2. Dead center field, 425-foot shot. My goodness. How fast can you fall in love, St. Louis?
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
I got a return serve and hold him right here. With the heart of the order coming up for the Phillies. Still tied at 1. Harper, Marsh, and Bohm against Carmen Mlodzinski. Harper with an RBI double his last time up. And the pitch. Swinging a foul right back. Harper has driven in a run in 8 consecutive games. 4 of those here in this series. That ties a career most when he was with the Nationals back in 2016. Pitch. And it's down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. 15th season for Harper. He's 33 years old. And it's outside, 2-1. Temperature has increased to 103. And unofficially, this is the hottest game the Pirates have played in this century. We have records back to 2000. 2-1. Strike, 2-2. Heat wave. Pirates will head to cool Washington, D.C. for the weekend. Swinging a ground ball, rolled on to second base, and Lau up with it. And Harper out by 50 feet, 1 out.
He was conserving his energy as well, Joe.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Now they'll bring up Brandon Marsh. He's 0 for 2 today. Lefty getting up for Philadelphia. It looks like Alvarado. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball 1 to the lefty batting Marsh. Pitch. And a strike that time, backdooring him with the sweeper. 1 ball and 1 strike on Marsh. Probably in the winter time. Marsh really likes having that long beard.
You know, I was thinking about what happens. You cut all his facial hair off. I mean, nobody would recognize him in Philadelphia.
Pitch is bounced up first. 2 hops for O'Hearn. He'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. Did Jason Worth do that one time? Did he ever cut the beard off? I know Johnny Damon did in Boston, but
Johnny has a unique, face. You recognize that with or without the beard.
I wonder if Jason Worth did that though. Remember he had
he did
have a long beard here. All right, longest beards among Phillies players. Let's take a look. Here's Bohm, 1 out of 2. Swinging the ball hit to right and hanging up there for Valdez. A nice crisp inning for Carmen Mlodzinski. Just a 9-pitch frame. And we'll go to the 7th in Philadelphia.
Well, this is the World Series card. Everybody said, what's it going to be to pitch against Sandy Koufax, who's a dominant pitcher. I said, I hope I don't embarrass myself. And I didn't. Pitched my first shutout ever. We won 6-0. And my parents were there. My mom was afraid of heights, so she was in the upper deck. She had to come down and trade seats with somebody so she could actually watch her 20-year-old son pitch a shutout in the World Series.
Junior Caminero, 43 games here at home at Tropicana Field. 329 on that average, 14 bombs.
High shot, deep into left center. Way back it goes, and that baby is gone. Home run, Junior Caminero.
He's now homered in 4 straight games. Number 22. They have that at 463 feet. I think that's the longest one of his career. It's like, what do you do for an encore?
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Hope that helps. Learn more at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
Pirates coming to bat in the 7th in Philadelphia. We're tied at 1. And the new pitcher is the left-hander Jose Alvarado.
Yeah, the big left-hander come in and has a 3-2 record on the year, 5.70 ERA. It'll be his 37th appearance on the year. 30 innings pitched, 41 strikeouts, and he'll attack with a good two-seam fastball, a cutter, and a curveball that he'll use every once in a while. But virtually a two-pitch pitcher. That sinker and cutter is going to be his pitch.
The Pirates have done a good job of getting hits off the Phillies bullpen in 2 innings off the pen, 5 hits. Here is Brandon Lau. And a swing and a foul back. Strike 1. I miscounted earlier. I said the Pirates had left on 10. They had left on 9. There was a double play to end the 3rd inning. Swing and a foul back. And now 2 strikes.
Brandon Lau getting another opportunity to face a left-hander out of this Phillies pen. The last time going the other way. Now down in the count early.
Yeah, and got a base hit. If he's not at 200, he's close for the season. Really hanging in there against lefties. Has hit 4 home runs off lefty pitchers. Lefty batters have hit 377 off Alvarado this year. Pitch. Poked foul and out of play. Reynolds on deck, and then it's Esmeralyn Valdez. Tied at 1 in the 7th. Now always a home run threat. The pitch outside. Now 1-2. Marchand sets up away. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit the other way. Base hit for Lau. Coming into today, he had 3 hits the opposite way all year. He has 2 off the Phillies bullpen today.
Yeah, very special. Just elevated pitch up in the zone. He's able to just take it the other way. Very much like his last at bat. And I think this is the things that you look at. Like you look at Ryan O'Hearn and his success against left-handed pitching and the communication between this group. And you wouldn't be surprised if Brandon Lau had that conversation. What is your approach versus lefties?
Now Reynolds swinging a foul tip, strike 1. He's 1 out of 3 today. Base hit off the wall and right in the 3rd. Now the lefty offers, swinging a looping foul to the right side at the 2 strikes on Reynolds. Tie game, a run apiece. Pirates with 9 hits, Phillies with 3.
Yeah, you can definitely see that the darkness of that jersey now, that gray Pirates jersey, you can see it as this game goes on. Everybody's soaking wet.
It's 104 degrees, KY.
And that's up here.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. The scoreboard is reading 104. And that's not a dry heat.
It is not.
Here's the set by the left-hander. Alvarado delivers. Swinging a bouncing ball foul up third baseway.
And Brian Reynolds spoiling a few pitches from Alvarado. That's one thing he has been able to do is get the ball elevated up in the zone. As you said, the opposing average is well over 300 versus him all season.
Now the set. 0-2 on Reynolds. The pitch. Up high with the fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pirates trying to crack a 1-1 tie. They have not led in this game. We're in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Swing, fly ball, left field. Marsh coming on, and he'll grab it for the out. Pirates have had multiple men on in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th innings. They have the leadoff man on here in this inning.
Yeah, not only on, but on at third base a few times with less than 2 outs. Well, here's the man of the series. It's Marlon Valdez. He's been one of those guys that you can rely on hitting-wise.
Driven in the Pirates' run today. There goes Lau trying to steal. Pitches a ball outside, throw down, and Lau is thrown out.
Not sure.
Well, that's the call with the second baseman covering. Lau had not stolen a base this year. Marchand had thrown out more than half the attempted base stealers. The Pirates are going to challenge this.
I like this challenge. It looked like I thought he got his hand in there.
This call under review brought to you by Ring Central, voice of your business.
Field of second base is out. Pittsburgh is challenging.
So again, Lau has not stolen a base this year.
I think he's in there, Joe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Take a look at this and see if we have it safe.
And I did not expect him to go 1 because he doesn't have a steal this year. And Marchand has thrown out more than half the attempted base stealers this year.
Well, I tell you, the one thing that did change up everything was Alvarado. He changed up his leg kick. I mean, he went to more of a slide step on that pitch. The ones before, it looked like he went a higher leg kick. And that time,
After review, the call in the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Pittsburgh will retain their challenge.
and Tarek Rocket, first base coach, clapped his hands, as he should.
What a time for a stolen base. Lau's first of the year. And that means you steal a base, steal a deal from Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Hurry over to VIOC.com/steal, STEAL, and you get $25 off your next premium oil change. 1-0 on Valdez with a man in scoring position. Pitch swung on, cracked to the left center field gap, base hit and more. Lau will score easily. Valdez around first, and now it kicks around the wall in center. Crawford retrieves it. Valdez around second. He's heading into third. He'll slide into third. The Pirates have the lead. Thanks again to Ace Merlin Valdez, the rookie.
The rookie is doing it all right now. What a big base hit, and what a great job all the way around. The Pirates being aggressive. The stolen base attempt by Brandon Lau being successful. And immediately, as Merlin Valdez rewards that with a base hit, a nice triple, and an RBI.
He's driven in both runs today. The Pirates have their first lead, 2-1. Well, you're always going to drive in the run if you triple.
Yeah, this is true.
So,
well, unless you get thrown out at the plate.
That's a good idea. Well, that's right. If anybody's on. Well, you know, Alvarado, too, I hadn't realized this, but he has 11 steals behind him now this year. So he has been slow to the plate. And even with Marchand, a great neutralizer, and Lau not a base stealer. Yeah, you credited Tarek Brock for alerting Lau to that. That's a pivotal play. I mean, if that ball doesn't kick around out there, then the run doesn't score.
Now, this is the fun part about this group now, being a lot more aggressive on the base pass. You have some athletes that can actually get after it, and you have to utilize that source. As you said, that long ball sometimes goes away from you. You got to create those opportunities to produce runs, and right now, this ball club is finding ways to do exactly that. Now the infield's drawn in for the Phillies versus Ryan O'Hearn.
And he's doubled today. Takes a swing and a miss. Strike one.
At last at bat, he was furious, grounded into that double play. He'd like to pick up this RBI right here.
Got a good feeling he will. Left on left here. Pirates leading 2-1 in the seventh. Looking for more. Here's the pitch. Check swing foul. I mean, that ball came in and hit his bat, basically.
Almost hit his hand.
100-mile-per-hour sinker. He's got that screwball action from Alvarado.
Oh, man, that was a two-seamer. I mean, that was right above the top end.
He had to retract it from the bat so it wouldn't be struck. It breaks fingers when it does that. 2 strikes. Man at third. Valdez, 1 out. The pitch way outside. 1-2. By the way, Lau stealing base for the first time in almost a calendar year, July 5th of last year. July is Lau's month, by the way.
Like that.
He's 2 for 4 today. Valdez 2 for 4. He's at third now. The pitch, down low and away, 2-2.
With this drawn-in infield, Ryan O'Hearn's just looking to get anything over the top of it. Hard ground ball, little blooper. He'll get jammed and take that RBI right now.
Here's the set and a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the slider, I think, from Alvarado there. And that's the second out. So now the infield backs up with the man at third, 2 away for Nick Gonzalez. Base hit his last time, hitting .325 with runners in scoring position coming into today. And the pitch. And it's inside, ball 1. How about Valdez hitting a triple off of a pitch 100 miles an hour?
Yeah, and then seriously, the note was, well, can he get to a good major league fastball? I think that answers that.
Here's a 1-0 pitch. Swinging the foul back, 1-1. Valdez tripling in Brandon Lau to give the Pirates a 2-1 lead here in the 7th inning. Pirates have had multiple men on in every inning but the first. 2 runs on 10 hits today. Alvarado on a 1-1. Swing and a foul tip. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still having that runner at third, less than 2 outs here in this inning. And now a 1-2. Swinging a looping foul right side.
Yeah, you just really hope that does not come back to haunt the Pirates for this game. The amount of times you've had that situational hitting, man on third, less than 2 outs, when you just need any type of fly ball to the outfield deep enough, or a ground ball at the middle.
The pitch is swung on, punched back of second and dumps into center, base hit. Nick Gonzalez muscles it into center. He picks up a run batted in, and the Pirates grab a 3-1 lead here in Philadelphia.
All he does is hit. Running down the line, he had his head down, almost laughing at the fact that he was able to just find a way to fight that ball off. It's a high fastball at 99, off the plate inside, kept your hands going, and that's just the hitability of Nick Gonzalez.
That's a really tough pitch to hit, let alone get a hit off of. And so he's got another multi-hit game, his 31st of the season for Gonzalez. Here's Ozuna, great day for him at the plate. There's a strike. Ozuna's walked twice, and he got a sinker in on the hands that he was able to hit in the right field for a base hit his last time.
Nothing more demoralizing than that 2-out RBI the pitcher gives up.
Down and in, 1-1.
You can just see the body language of Alvarado now, too, just frustration. Maybe Marcell Ozuna can take advantage of that and get a good fastball in the middle of the plate.
And a strike to Ozuna at his 1-2. So Gonzalez picks up his 37th run batted in. The Pirates have 5 players with that many or more this year. They had 5 players with that many or more last year.
Wow.
It's July 2nd.
What a difference a year makes.
Yeah.
We should get T-shirts.
Okay. Moving up a size now. 1-2 instead of lob over to first. And Gonzalez is back. 3-1 Pirates lead. They've scored twice off Alvarado here in the 7th. Here's a 1-2. Strike 3 call. Pirates get 2 to take the lead for the first time this afternoon. And the 7th inning stretch in Philadelphia. Pirates.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
Good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it. Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field, just because I held this bat, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need it back?
Get back.
Okay, you can continue talking.
Right, and you're just going to hold on to it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, "Placata."
Every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it looks pretty good for Miggy. Just saying.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Carmen Majinski returns for his third inning of relief. We go to the bottom of the seventh. Pirates have assumed the lead for the first time this afternoon. They're up 3-1. Phillies have been held to 3 hits today. Bryson Stott 0 for 2 will lead things off. First pitch. Curveball down low for ball 1. And again, the Phillies averaging 6.6 runs per game over their last 16 games. They had scored 25 runs in the first 3 of this series. The pitch, back with a strike, right at the knees. 1-1.
Yeah, it's so important for Carmen Majinski and these Pirates to have a nice clean inning after that 2 spot. Love to see them go through this bottom part of the order.
Here's a 1-1. Swinging a ball popped back of third, dumping into left field, fair base hit. Around first, Stott, he'll put on the brakes. Reynolds quickly retrieving it. Leadoff single. Corey Dickerson was here when Reynolds came up, and Dickerson, who had won the Gold Glove the year prior, implored Reynolds, make sure to get that ball in right away. That's part of being a really good outfielder, and Reynolds has always done that since he's been here with the Pirates.
Yeah, he has. He continues to get better out there as he gets older, just knowing what you can work with. Sometimes the skill set may diminish physically, but you can always have to be mentally prepared.
Rincones takes down low for ball 1. Andy Rodriguez will challenge.
Pitch is called a ball. Catch is challenging.
See if he can get a strike for his pitcher.
Call is confirmed. Pittsburgh has 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah, a couple ABS calls at the top of the zone that did not get called by Andy Rodriguez this game, but the ones at the bottom, looks like he's missed those.
1-0 on Rincones. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Carmen Majinski, the ability to throw 4 pitches for strikes at any time and any count. That keeps him in the game. It keeps him in those counts and gets the swing and miss and the weak contact at times.
Here's the pitch. Rincones waves through it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nice sweeper for Carmen in off the plate.
2 different righties getting up for Philadelphia. Likely dependent on score. Stott at first, nobody out. Pirates lead 3-1. Just took the lead here in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Rincones swings, lofts it high in the air, left center. Mangum and Reynolds, it'll be Mangum to make the catch. And good communication out there. 1 out. as he caught off Reynolds, and then Reynolds peeled off to back him up and stay out of his way.
Yeah, and then Jake Mangum did not hesitate getting the ball in. I think that's always a big part of watching the outfielders. There's no casual play. Once you make the catch, get the ball back in the infield. Don't look to see what the runner's doing. Just get the ball on its way back into the base.
So one out for Justin Crawford. Gonzalez plays in at third on the grass. Crawford 0 for 2 today. 6 for 13 in the series. Swing and a miss by the lefty batter, strike one.
Yeah, but it's hit the ball hard every time. It seems like every at-bat he's had, he's found a way to just put the ball in play and sometimes put it in play hard. Lined out to left field earlier in this game.
A rookie who has been quite noticeable. Here's an 0-1 pitch. Swinging a foul back, left side. Now 2 strikes. And Justin Crawford, cousins with J.P. Crawford of the Mariners, and of course his dad, Carl Crawford. Very good Major League player for many years.
I did not know that J.P. was a cousin. Ah, you
says second cousin.
Wow.
Here's the pitch. 0-2. Hit back to the mound, and Majinski will go to second to get the force. With Triolo covering. 2 outs.
Yeah, nice job by Carl Majinski fielding his position, not hitting the panic button by any means. Setting his feet, making a strong throw to Jared Triolo, get that lead runner. In a 3-1 ball game, that's the one thing, if you're able to get the lead runner comfortably, by all means do it. Carl Majinski, a nice job fielding his position.
Marchand will bat here for the Phillies down 2. There's a swing and a miss. Now they have 3 catchers on the roster. They also have Garrett Stubbs, if you don't want to have Real Muto play today. And they have one of the top home run hitting pinch hitters in Derek Hill on their bench. Pitch, swinging a foul back. Hill has hit 3 pinch hit home runs this year, but they don't use him here in the 7th. With the 115 hitting Marchand at the plate. We also have Edmundo Sosa, another right-handed hitter. Stubbs is a left-handed batter. Toss over to first, and Crawford is back. Stubbs hasn't played much and hasn't hit much. Two strikes, the pitch. Marchand takes outside 1-2. Crawford with good speed at first. 2 men out. Pirates are leading 3-1 in the 7th. Trying to get out of Philly with a split. 1-2 from Carmen. Swinging in a fly ball left field. There's Reynolds, and he'll grab it for the final out. We'll go to the 8th. The Pirates still have the lead, 3-1 right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
That's up the middle, base hit. Maddox makes a turn. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close. He's going to nail. Set. He gets a touchdown. This is bizarre, folks. This is bizarre. That's unreal.
What do you think? You ever seen that play before like that?
I've never seen anything like it.
No.
Eighth inning coming up. Pirates coming to bat looking to add to a 3-1 lead, and we'll step out 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Coming on to work for Philadelphia, it's Lou Trevino. And Trevino making his second appearance with the Phillies and a couple of games with the Orioles earlier this year out of Slippery Rock. Pitched earlier in this series, made his season debut with the Phillies, but did pitch last year with Philadelphia and 2 other teams. So he'll face Andy Rodriguez to start this 8th inning. Then Jared Triolo and Jake Mangum. Pirates have 11 hits today, the Phillies with 4. Pirates lead 3-1. First pitch, a strike. Andy Rodriguez 0 for 2 with a walk. Here's the pitch. In tight. And it's 1-1. Cooling off now. It had gotten up to 104. It's down to 102.
You didn't mean that.
Okay. We're lucky we're in the shade.
Yeah. Just lean your head a little bit more forward.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a noticeable difference. Here's a 1-1 pitch. And it's a little bit up. Nope. And Marchand wants to challenge this.
Pitch is called a ball. Catch is challenging.
Phillies still have 1 challenge remaining. Won their last 3 opportunities.
Call is confirmed. Philadelphia is out of challenges.
So they exhaust their challenges. Pirates still have 1 remaining here in the 8th. Trevino behind in the count, 2-1 on Andy Rodriguez. And the pitch. High and away, 3-1.
All right, Andy, I know you've been behind the plate all game. Your gray jersey is dark gray. Let's go ahead and get that barrel moving one time.
He's now put a ball in play today. 3-1 coming. Swinging a foul back. Trying. Full count.
I think if it's any other position that definitely needs to hydrate before the night before a game, would be that catching position. The battery has to have that water, pitcher and catcher.
How about the announcers? We tried to hydrate after the game last night.
We did.
3-2 swinging a foul back. It was always good talking baseball.
Yeah, he had a nice one. Had a nice little session there.
Mm-hmm. Full count on Indy. And the pitch. Swing, fly ball, fairly deep center field. Carrying Crawford to the wall. Leaps. And there it goes. Over the wall. A home run. Andy Rodriguez hits it out to left center. And the Pirates lead 4-1 in Philly.
What a great job. 2-strike hitting. Andy Rodriguez uses opposite field and puts a blast in that ball. And, Joe, that is the advantage in the 4-game series. Andy Rodriguez did get a look at Trevino earlier in this series, and he took advantage of it right there with a nice home run. Give some more lead to this Pirates team. You love to see it.
Andy Rodriguez with a sheet shot and his 5th home run of the year. Giving some cushion to the Pirates now. They scored twice in the 7th, another here in the 8th. Up 4-1, their 12th hit today. And Triolo taps it foul, strike 1. Andy Rodriguez continues to pummel right-handed pitching.
Pummel is a really good word. And about 45 points in Scrabble, too.
I'll tell my daughter that. We've got a game going on right now. It's on pause.
Well, it depends where you put those M's, I guess.
Yeah. She's going to probably beat me. Swinging a foul. Every parent, right? Every parent has that. Their child gets better than them at something, and then they overtake them. And I'm right at that threshold with her at Scrabble.
Ooh.
I'm fighting.
It's a little rough. Hang in there, Dad.
Yeah. think this will be the week that's all done. She's 10 now. It's outside 1 and 2.
Well, you could have left that part off.
No, what does that show? Are you smart as a 5th grader? She's going into 5th. So the answer is no.
Time is ticking.
Here's 1-2. Swinging a foul back by Triolo. He's really been heating up, I think, with the bat.
And it goes to say with Jared Triolo, the more playing time he gets, the more consistently he gets to make adjustments offensively.
Here's a 1-2. A little bit up and in. Now 2-2. Phillies cannot challenge any balls or strikes the rest of the way. I would imagine if you're playing intermittently and you got something you want to try, working on it in batting practice. There's a swing and a miss, and Trevino gets the strikeout. That's probably a good first step, but then you want to try it out in the game too, don't you?
Yes, I would agree with that. What about Jake Mangum? It's the beauty of being a switch hitter. You get to go back and forth, get hits from the right side, maybe one from the left side. A little spark plug.
First one is down low and away, ball 1. Mangum 2 out of 4. Bunt hit and a double today. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Back with a strike, 1-1. Pirates lead 4-1.
Cannot say enough about that bunt hit. That was just a highly executed bunt. Bunt kind of lost its way for a while, but it's making its comeback. Kind of like bell-bottom jeans.
Are they really coming back?
Nope.
Oh. 1-1, bunted in the air, but foul. 1-2, just threw the bat at the ball. Phillies haven't been limited to 1 run since they played the Nationals on June 22nd. That was when they faced Foster Griffin. That's tomorrow's scheduled starter for the Nationals against the Pirates. Late. Mangum was already there at first by the time he unleashed the ball.
I think we saw that yesterday. I was going to say, yesterday, Jake Mangum hit a line drive to Alec Bohm at third base. He one-hopped. And in a game like yesterday where you're not even close, still down by a number of runs, Jake Mangum beat that play out. That told you everything you need to know about Jake Mangum getting down the line. And this play today is very similar. Ground ball right off the pitcher's mound. He just flies down the line like his hair's on fire.
What's that like?
I don't know. And you don't either.
I don't either. Lau singles off lefties his last 2 times up, both to the opposite field, facing a righty here. Trevino delivers his strike. Nothing at 1 on Lau. Came in a .306 career hitter in July. Yeah, the pitch. Way outside, 1-1.
Yeah, these are these times with Brandon Lau. This whole first half of the season, just that one little swing of the bat, create that little separation you always want.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Spoke too soon. It's back up to 104.
Oh, boy.
Haven't seen 105 yet, though, today.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Sunny here. Hot day. Mangum at first with 1 out. Pirates lead 4-1 in the 8th. Mangum getting a huge lead and jump. He takes off and it's fouled away. 1-2 on Lau.
It's always tough with 2 strikes. And you get that good running lead. Sometimes that foul ball has you going back to the bag, but nice job by Mangum staying aggressive.
Yeah, the hitter has to defend the strike zone.
Absolutely. This That's why, you know, anytime you get to go early in the count, it's always nice.
See if he goes again here with one out. Not going to the 1-2 outside 2-2. No more element of surprise. Pirates out hitting the Phillies today 13-4. And a toss over to first, and Mangum is back.
Is that a first toss over or a second? Kind of lost track.
Pitcher has stepped off already, so that was the second disengagement. Can't throw over again. This batter. 2-2. And it's maybe a little bit up. The Phillies cannot challenge. It's 3-2.
Wow.
Was that in the zone? Did you see?
I did not see, but from here I thought it was.
I thought it was too. 3-2 on Lau. He'll get another chance. We'll see if Mangum goes with a full count here. One out. Doesn't go. And that one also a similar spot, but ball for it.
Yeah, that one well above the zone, though. So maybe the other one was happily above the zone. Trevino did ask it was a pitch up, a pitch before. Well, Brian Reynolds has another opportunity. Some tough at-bats today for Brian, but now with the runner in scoring position, he'd like to take advantage of it.
Reynolds 1 out of 4. Trying to add to the Pirates' 4-1 lead. Andy Rodriguez led off the inning with a home run. First and second. Boy, they've had traffic all day, haven't they?
They have.
Hot day for these Phillies pitchers. Here's the pitch coming. Yeah, there's a strike. $13 hits for the Pirates. Not to mention they've drawn 5 walks. Here's the pitch. And a check swing of the ball outside. 1-1. Reynolds waits, and the pitch outside from Trevino. It's 2-1. Goes back to the rosin bag, picks it up, tries to get some of that drying agent on his hand there. Here's a send and a look towards second. Mangum quickly back to the bag.
Yeah, I'd like to see that inside move early, because that is a disengagement as well. Now that's the one move that can get a potential base stealer at second base when he's ready to go.
Here's the pitch. Reynolds takes inside. Marchand came up ready to throw to first, but no one was over there.
And right now the Phillies trying anything they can to get that one run from crossing the plate, making this a 4-run game.
Trevino will set, and his 3-1 coming. And it's ball 4 up and in. Well, Trevino is allowed the last 3 in a row to reach. A couple of walks, bases loaded. And who's up? Ace Marilyn Valdez in the cleanup role today. The youngest Pirates cleanup hitter since Aramis Ramirez. And what has he done today? He's cleaned up.
He has. With the exception of a little topper that grounded into double play, the bases loaded. I mean, he's been absolutely perfect in these situations.
RBI single in the 5th. RBI triple in the 7th. Swing fly ball right field. This should be deep enough. Rincones toward the corner will make the catch. Mangum with good speed comes in to score. And Lau will take third. It's a sac fly for Valdez. RBIs each of his last 3 times up. And the Pirates lead 5-1.
Well, that's what you want from your run producers, being able to find a way to make it happen.
And I like how he hit the ball to right field. It's easier to get the ball in the air that way.
Yeah, he just does a good job of swing decisions. I think that's probably the most important thing. You don't see him chasing out of the zone very often. Now this is the one. Ryan O'Hearn multiple times the last few at-bats came up in good situations to drive in runs.
He's been good in these situations overall. First pitch is a strike over the last 4 years combined. Coming into today, a 302 hitter with runners in scoring position. He's got first and third, 2 outs, 2 in. Pirates up 5-1. Swing and a miss. Just wearing down the Phillies today.
Yeah, that last run was a big one. Make this a 4-run game here in this ballpark. It kind of neutralizes some of those big hitters.
Soto is up for the top of the order for the Phillies coming up next. Uppercutting, swing and a miss, and a ball in off the plate. And that ends the inning. Pirates get 2 more. They lead 5-1 in Philly through 7.5 right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort.
In the history of the Diamondbacks, he is the all-time franchise leader with triples. That his 53rd. He has run for the record, and it is going to be such a treat to just watch him over the years.
The story tonight is Peyton Tolley. 7 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 7 strikeouts. He was phenomenal. He carried these guys tonight. This was an all-around great team win.
One of the most fun pitchers in the game of baseball to watch. Give him a sellout crowd, and he's going to entertain you.
It's been that kind of night for the Sox. It is 22-1.
Second largest win in franchise history. Pretty remarkable.
Out toward the wall. He jumps and he made the catch. Oh, what a play. He pulled it right back as it was going over the wall. That was absolutely incredible.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Up 5-1, and coming on to pitch is left-hander Gregory Soto.
Yeah, Gregory, you come in the game, has a 4-2 record on the year, a 4.37 ERA. It'll be his 37th appearance. Has 11 saves on the year as well, but 35 innings pitched, 41 strikeouts. Most importantly, one of the big things he wants to do here at the bottom of the 8th is just go through this lineup. These lefties, we got to get them out. But start off with this Trey Turner, who has had a really good series. No free passes, please.
Billy Cook is in the game. He's in center field. Valdez is out. Reynolds from left to right. Mangum from center to left. And the pitch is a strike to Trey Turner. Majinski went 3 scoreless innings to bridge between Jones and now Soto. 0-1 to Turner. Swing and a miss. Down to a knee. 2 strikes.
Yeah, what a heck of a job by both Jared Jones and Carmen Majinski, but on a really, really hot day.
Against a hot team offensively.
Yes. And the Pirates just continue to just put on pressure throughout the day, both end the plate.
Swing and a weak pop-up. Center field. Cook underneath it. And 1 out.
Hey, the ball will find you. Billy Cook in the game, the ball's going to find you quickly.
He wants it.
He does. He can go get it, too.
So 1 out, and here's Schwarber. She got this run of 3 straight lefties, 3 likely all-stars all in a row. Soto, a left-hander. In June, Soto had a hard time, in large part because he had a hard time facing lefties. The 12 with 2 homers off him in the month of June. It's a new month. The pitch, a strike to Schwarber.
Now, something about the heat, though, and you have to admit, it gets you fired up. It seems like you saw a couple of more ticks on the fastball.
Back with another strike.
Starting off Schwarber with a couple of sliders. The front one right at him in the inside corner, and this one on the outside corner.
2 strikes on Kyle Schwarber. 1 out, nobody on. Pirates up 4. We're in the 8th. Soto delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on 3 pitches. 2 outs.
That's exactly what you want to do. And then Kyle Schwarber, we said, has been struggling this whole series, and just keep him down and try to get out of town.
When's the last time we saw a pitch timer violation?
Oh, that's a good point.
I just this popped in my head for some reason.
Well, you're not going to see one today. They want to get rid of that ball.
Here is Bryce Harper, 1 out of 3 today. Drove in the Phillies run. He stabs at a bunt and fouls it. Strike 1.
Yeah, that's just being a good baseball player. Bryce Harper against a tough lefty, even with 2 outs, just trying to get on base any way you can to try to have this Phillies offense do something.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball toward third. Gonzalez waits on it. Fields, throws. Harper running hard all the way. Almost beat it out. And that ends the inning. Good to see Harper running down the line.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for him?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
Good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it. Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field just because I held this batter, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need it back?
Get back.
Okay, you can continue talking.
Right, and you're just going to hold on to it?
Yeah.
Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, "Blackett."
Every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it looks pretty good for Miggy. Just saying.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Moniak on the run, sliding gravity, can't get it. It rolls up the line.
Well, a bloop single and now a bloop double. You see him just slip right off the bat.
Clean up on base number 1. Lourdes throws the pineapple up the line. What is going on down here?
Back in the produce section.
That's good.
How about that? Myers went all the way to the 380 mark. He had that in his glove. Wow.
Celebrate free at AutoZone. Now through July 27th. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
9th inning. And the Pirates coming to bat. They lead 5-1. New pitcher for the Phillies, lefty Kyle Backus.
Yeah, Backus, and once again, and come into this series, the lefty absolutely looking to get Nick Gonzalez out. And that's one of the things that the Phillies have had a tough time doing this entire series. Backus comes in 1-0 on the season, a 5.68 ERA. See his 15th appearance, 12 2/3 innings pitched with 12 strikeouts. That 3/4 little funky delivery from him from that left side. Out of Sam Houston State in Texas.
We went to Sam Houston Park. Matt Capps and I took a nice senior stroll when we were in Houston. There you have it. Fun fact of the day. Here's another fun fact. The Phillies, and this is with a PH, fun fact. They've thrown 187 pitches. Pirates have made them grind today. First one is outside ball 1 to Nick Gonzalez. He has another multi-hit game, his 31st. And Pirates have had multiple men on in every inning but the first. 5 runs on 13 hits today, leading 5-1. Here's the pitch. Gonzalez takes outside 2-0.
Yeah, I think the thing that you take away from this series, obviously so far, is just the resiliency in which this club plays in. And then that tone was set from the the first game of the series to now.
2-0 for a strike.
Even today, falling behind 1-0. Continue to battle back. And scoring late, Joe. I can't say enough about that ability to score late for this ball club is going to be a very important part to the second half of the season.
Swinging a fly ball deep left field. Marsh warning track, sizing it up, and there it goes. Home run, Nick Gonzalez. He leads off the ninth with a home run to left. And the Pirates are up 6-1 in Philly.
Yeah, Nicky G, he just hits. We'll just keep saying it as long as he keeps doing it. And that ball got it up in the air. Nice little drive. That's a great way to end the series. And Nick Gonzalez with a nice solo home run here in the ninth.
4th home run of the year. A sheet shot off the bat of Nick Gonzalez. 2nd run batted in. 3-hit day. And the Pirates going to get a split in Philly. That's no small task. Ozuna's had a good day at the plate. He'll take a strike. A couple of walks, and then took an inside sinker to right field, setting up a situation. 1st and 3rd, nobody out in the 6th.
Yeah, we got some stair climbers now, Joe. I think that about did it.
The pitch. Bounced foul. Let's take 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Two coming, and it's outside 1-2 now. Backus delivers. Ozuna swing and a miss. Down on strikes, 1 out. 9th inning. Pirates enjoying a 6-1 lead. This is their most hits in Philadelphia in a game since 2013.
I heard that. What you said?
Most hits by the Pirates in Philly
since 2013.
Yeah, that's inside ball 1. Now they only play 3 or 4 games here a year.
Yeah, but still, a lot of hits.
Last time they had more than 14 was 1997. There's a strike. 1-1.
That was a good year.
Did you drive in 100 that year?
No, I got hurt.
Oh.
Drove in a lot, though.
Pitch, swinging a fly ball, right field, caught by Rincones. And Andy Rodriguez, who led off the previous inning with a home run, is retired for the 2nd out. And now Jared Triolo is coming up.
Yeah, watching Andy Rodriguez run off the field, but what a nice job just all the way around. Behind the plate, just putting down the right numbers, making the right calls.
On a 104-degree afternoon. Swinging a bouncing ball deep in the hole to short. Turner plants, throws, 2-hopper on to 2nd in time to get Triolo, and that ends the inning. Nick Gonzalez with a home run adds to the Pirates' lead. They're up 6-1. Bottom of the 9th coming up from Philly right here.
Bichette on the backhand has it. Crossfires to first. Got him. Bichette with the backhand play. The bouncing throw on 2 hops in time. Ground ball into 2nd. Gotta be played by Homer. Shuffles to 2nd, and they get the force. Diving into right field. Osana gets up and throws out Berger. Ground ball hit to the right side. Diving stop to his left. Homer throw to first in time to get Tatis. Freely coming on and dives. He caught it. Sproat loves it. Shortstop Henderson diving.
Throws to first. Did they get him? Yes, they did.
Diving stop by Edmund to his feet. Long throw to first there in plenty of time. To the right side, diving stop. Clemens finds the grip and gets the out at second base. The Sun, who's going to get it? Corona Brower makes the catch. Corona Brower in trouble again. Oh, he caught it again.
Been impressive, but they've been very, very impressive.
There have been a few times this year where the Pirates have fallen a game under 500 as of late, and they've won the next game.
Resilient. They're resilient, Joe. Resilient bunch.
So likely get back to the break-even mark.
Some tough baseball ahead.
Yeah, the Nationals are a good team.
They can hit.
First pitch is fouled back by Brandon Marsh, strike one. And the Nationals are off today. They're the #1 scoring team in baseball, runs per game. 4th most runs allowed per game. And they're 2 games over 500.
Yeah.
Outside, 1-1.
Yeah, thinking ahead, thinking about the Nationals. If you can get into that bullpen, that is going to be the big key.
One of the teams ahead of the Pirates in the wild card chase. There's a swing and a miss as Marsh chases a slider, 1-2. Pirates are entering play today behind Arizona, San Diego, Washington, Miami, and St. Louis for that final wild card berth. Philly tied with the Cubs for the top 2 spots in the wild card entering play today. Swing and a foul back, 1-2 on Marsh. Phillies with 4 hits.
Let's keep it that way.
Left on left. Montgomery delivers. And a wave and a miss. Struck him out. Tried to hold the bat up, but could not. 1 out. And now Alec Bohm will come up. Pirates leading 6-1. 1 out in the 9th.
Is there any doubt that Alec Bohm will be swinging at the first pitch if it's a strike?
We've seen that a lot this series. Here's the pitch. Swing. And a foul back. And it's strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back. 2 strikes. Jared Jones went the first 4, gave up a run on 2 hits, struck out 6. Majinski 3 scoreless. Soto an 8-pitch 1-2-3 inning against Turner, Schwarber, and Harper. Really good bounce back outing for Soto. Way up high, 1-2. And now Montgomery trying to finish it up. Pirates offensively active all afternoon long.
Yeah, I think it's one thing that's safe to say is this Phillies team is a playoff team.
Yeah, I think everybody before the season would have thought so. There's another strikeout for Montgomery. 2 outs, and then they got off to a 9-19 start, and you're thinking, well, wait a minute. What's going on in Philly? They changed managers. They got Zach Wheeler back, and they've been on a roll. But the Pirates are slowing them down at least a little bit here in this series.
Yeah, I think the important thing, and the reason I bring it up is because you have a lot of young Pirate players on this ball club as well. They're being able to see what it looks like to play against a quality team and be able to stand toe-to-toe.
And a half-swing Stott went strike 1. Montgomery trying to strike out the side here in the 9th. Pirates are leading 6-1, out hitting the Phillies 14-4. And the pitch. Down low, missing 1 ball and 1 strike. Pirates hitters grinding out 199 pitches. The most by the Phillies in a 9-inning game in more than 3 years. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the Pirates a strike away from earning a split here in Philly. They're up 6-1 in the 9th. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. Stott connects. Nice catch by a young fan. Brought his glove. He caught that cleanly. Very nice.
Bring your glove. You never know.
That's right. Still 1-2 on Stott. 2 outs, nobody on, 9th inning. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 call. And Montgomery strikes out the side in the 9th. And the Pirates go on to win 6-1. They split here in Philadelphia.
Yeah, what a great job of just being resilient this entire series. As mentioned, game 1, ability to come back. And even today, the Pirates down early and did the same thing. And what about Esmeralda Valdez going 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs? It raises his average to 316. And hitting in that cleanup spot. And just a young talent. And you can't say enough about the pitching today more than anything to just shut down this Phillies offense. Just amazing work from all the pitchers. Jared Jones, Carmen Majinsky, Gregory Soto, and now finishing off on Mason Montgomery. It's just a really, really good team win all the way around.
And the Pirates will go back to 500 with the win today. They beat the Phillies 6-1, and we got the postgame show coming your way right after this on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.